Yeah, well, we got another one, folks. We got another one. Oh man, it's all good. It's all good, my niggas. I mean, look, copyright takedown notice. We had to take down because we received some notice. We had to take down your video. Now, I barely monetize anything over here unless it's a radio show from 432 to drop radio. You know what I'm saying? My naga, all we did was talk about all skin folk ain't kinfolk and all kinfolk ain't confolk. Did a great feature with my aqua, breaking things down. We covered a lot of ground in this video. And I reviewed this thing, and they're talking about 6 minutes of some footage of the Grand Canyon. And because it is 6 minutes of footage from the Grand Canyon, they take down, a 3-hour video, 3 hours of recon, because of 6 minutes of Grand Canyon footage. And then we get a copyright strike. I say we, my nigga, because this is ours. This is something that we built. So, along with that hijack comes much, much more. We now have one, so if they can give you this for that, then they can give you two more for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They could take 6 minutes out of video and then, turn it into a copyright strike. Then they give you 3 copyright strikes, and then they say that you can't access your channels. So, again, that's why we can't make a home here. You know what I'm saying? Because all we doing is reading Isaiah chapter 10 and Isaiah chapter 11. You did? So we reading script, we breaking it down, you know what I mean? But, I'm just letting you know what's happening, over here on Front Street, you know what I'm saying, with this, YouTube, man. And this is, again, why, shout out to my bro, Markel. This is why we building just a brand new interactive website at 432thedrop.com. Right now, you still got our old one is still up, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to be coming with some hotness, man. And the bro is making sure we got, our, privacy, our encrypted, our security, and a lot of interactive ability, you know what I'm saying, in real time, as well as we're going to be working on a brand new app right after that. And we're going to be building it up, my naga. A brand new drop shop is coming through Spotify. Like, the bro's going crazy. So shout out my Markel, man, super IT drop nation. You know what I'm saying? IT drop nation techies, man, stand up. Get at us, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we definitely could utilize your support on the IT side, because we need to build our own interactive flow that we can, have the tribe drop their own videos on and stuff like that. So that's what's coming up, my naga. And, again, man, we appreciate all the help behind the scenes, because we can't be dealing with this. You can't give us a copyright strike because we're reading scripture, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't take nobody's nothing. We ain't monetizing on nobody's nothing. This video's not even monetized. We made 0 cents on anything over here. You know what I'm saying? But yet, this is all they need, not for you to even make an adjustment and say, do you want to take that 6 minutes out? Nah, we're just going to take it down. I've done 2 appeals on this to this day, and they've denied both of them. Said, well, we don't get what you're really trying to appeal. Like, they're just going crazy. Hijack AI is going crazy. Hans and Sophia is popping off, man. So if they can give us a copyright strike for reading scripture, right, Wanaga? Come on, man. I mean, our days on YouTube, you already know. But the Presta John series is going to continue, and everything we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Cities of Gold, all the drop we dropping is going to continue. All our flat drop, everything directly at 432thedrop.com. Love to the Ak Markel, man, because we're going to pop it off and make it the destination. All they're doing is forcing us to making our destination, really pop off. You know what I'm saying? So look out for 432thedrop.com. You can still surf the wave right there. I'll start doing some updates, in the intermediate stages before the new hotness, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be dope to be able to bring in all the great music, the great artists and producers, you know what I'm saying? All the sponsors. Again, we're going to have our own sponsor room, Dragon Room popping off like we promised, man. I ain't forgot. We just making these transitions, man. But we seen that we got to be on it, man, because we don't got a lot of time. Be honest, if they can give us one strike over some bullshit, When we ain't stealing nobody's nothing. They found footage of the Grand Canyon, man, and said, oh, that's somebody's footage. We got to take your entire video down, 3 hours long. All that recon, take it down because we see some footage of the Grand Canyon. And like, I'm making money off the Grand Canyon. I'm making money off the stock footage. Like, we just reading script and having something great to look at while we're reading script. And you take our whole video down because of that, man. So, all right, man, I'm done, man. That's the drop rant of the day. It's all happening here, man, but it's all good because it's all happening here, man. You know what I mean? 432thedrop.com. Get up in the drop chatter, man. Love to you, Dragon Canoe. He said, Ahab to all the tribe. Khans, Waz, and Ox. Is it just me, Khans, been thinking about that 812 term for an exclamation of defiance? Okay. Oh, that yeah. Okay. And that J. Cole line in the climb back. See HaWah flip like exclamation points. Checkpoint. Halal HaWah, Most High over everything. Dragon Canoe. Some amazing photos presented in his clip about the 1800s mud floods. Hey, my Naga Dragon Canoe is in the 1800s. Oh, don't tell Mr. Tartarian. Don't tell, Mindville. Nah, man, just leave him alone, man. He's happy in Tartaria. Let him be happy, man. Hey, love to you, Dragon Canoe. Fireball, what do you do? Shabbat Shalom. Hey, sometimes my Nagas come over here just to say Shabbat Shalom. And, to be honest, it's really nice to have a place, a spot of our own that we can say Shabbat Shalom. You know what I mean? So, dig on it. Come to 432thedrop.com. Get up in the drop chatter. Password is 1234 to get through the door. And just come and say Shabbat Shalom. Hey, man, hit the easy button, bruh. It's that simple. No cap on my number 2 pencil. No cap on that Artica's chest bone. Now you looking for the code? There it go, man. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Aqua, Charmaine. Shalom, Aqua, Fireball, Miss D. All right, see you later in the chatter. And we coming back with the Shabbat show. We're going to pop it off right after Shabbat. So it's going to be, a little different because before I was, trying to rest. But be honest, man, it's a lot of work to do a 5-6 hour show. So, I had to be honest with myself. I said, look, man, I'm going to need to rest to get my Zanzan. All my Nagas miss it, so we're going to start gathering like right after Shabbat, just popping off, man, and just, coming in with our Shabbat prayer, just bringing it in our own flow. So look out for the Shabbat Show 2.0 liftoff, you know what I'm saying? Just check in with us, man, right after Shabbat. We popping off right here at 432thedrop.com. Dragon Chow popping off. Halal HaWah. He said, pray for a Naga. These diviners and sorcerers are trying to put a hold on a Naga. For real, for real. Hey, man, who you telling? Who you telling? But you know what? To a Naga like us, Dragon Chow, it's light work, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't come here for, no peace. We came here for war, man, because it's wartime. If it's peacetime, we'll come for peace. If it's wartime, we got to come for war. If we come in peace and you put war on us, then obviously there's nothing else we can do. You know what I'm saying? But be a Naga, you know what I mean? Be a Dragon, you know what I mean? So clearly there's no other way or no other path than for a Naga to be a Naga. So my Naga, we're going to pray for a Naga, you know what I'm saying? And I ask y'all to do the same, man. All praise HaWah, Halal HaWah, man. Hey, it's where you come, man, and let them know, man. It's MHOE, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the code because it's KTC. And again, no amount of preparation can do the work of the frequency. So KTC to at least be in the frequency. And then, my Naga, make sure you got all your survival skills and all your drop. Do your recon. I mean, it's up to you. You got to Google, my Naga. You ain't got to wait for me and nobody else to tell you about survival drop, tell you about the new vaccine and what the new mandate is of today and what this article say and what that article say. You got it. You got a computer. You got the news. You got all that stuff. We're telling you to be KTC. That's what's unique about us. You know what I'm saying? That's what's unique about coming here is that we're going to tell you to keep the code. Exodus 20 got us in code. No power for your power. I think it's impossible for you to fail when you're in code. Prove me wrong or prove me right. Dragon Child, he said, anybody hear about the takeover? Which one, man? Which one, man? You gotta be specific, man. There's a bunch of little takeovers popping off. But you know, we're gonna take over. We're gonna take over this code, man. We're gonna pop it off. Another question. Why were they showing pomegranates in this scene of life under the Taliban? Hey, my bro popping off. He talking about the Afghana. Remember that Jeremiah, ooh, the pomegranate. Look at this breast. Look at this beautiful. Blue, purple, red. He talking about the tribe, man, the Levi tribe, the sons of Aaron. And we're going to get on these stones because I've been digging on a lot of Prester John tribe, and these stones play more and more. And speaking of stones, get your Naga scepter because my sister Kokma Shaloma, hey, hooked your boy up, man, with a beautifully finished, handcrafted Naga scepter. She got some more ready to pop off for the Naga, so tune in. Click the link below. I'll put the link below for my sister. And yeah, these stones are really starting to play heavy. Hey, my bro talking about them pomegranates. Remember the pomegranate in Hebrew is Rimon, Rimon. So they can't be the Rimani if we're the Rimon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we just popping off. Oh, okay. We got some more drop. Dragon Child is popping off, man. And the drop, chatter, chatter. Halal HaWah. I just want to give AI to my Nagas, getting some of that Coronado Expedition drop. Look out for it. It's going to be a whole series. We're going to read through this journey of Coronado. I see it's going to, really hit the right nerves. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hit the right nerves because we're talking about the home base, home team, Kalei Luz, Hawaku. We're talking right here in the heart bone, my naga, of the Prester John, you know, empire. Because, once you understand that you're in an empire, once you get that, then you know that you can't backdoor your way into it. You got to get down with the code. You got to keep the code. You got to get down with the Prester. You got to get down with the priest king. You got to get down with the queens, the priest queen, my nut. Now we're talking high Amazon queens. You got to get down with the order. You can't come in your own chaos. You can't backdoor your way over here, man. Especially knowing that they sent them a Negro specifically to pacify these native Nagas right here at home in America. And y'all left some great comments, man. Y'all left some great comments. Halal HaWah for you. My bro said send link to donate, so make sure you got that link. Hey, pause the video, click the link below. Please do it for Joy World, my Naga. We doing great. My Naga, we doing great. Look at us, man. We doing great. This is beautiful. It's constant. Just keep it, keep it flowing. You know what I mean? We're going to utilize what we can, and then we know the rest is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start our fence. We popping off. You know what I mean? I'm real excited to learn new things and to be on our own land, your own land, my own land. You know what I'm saying? Our land. And to be able to expand that and to learn these simple things like building a fence and to do it as a tribe, as a tribal project, you're helping support that. So ThaWaDa, all my Nagas, all the recent donations coming in, Rachel Williams, Jerome, Francis, Anonymous Family, LB, Anonymous Family, a lot of Anonymous Family, man. Charmaine, Aqua Charmaine, what it do? Gary Stewart, Lenny Gray, Mac Daniels, Juanita, Riaco, all the Anonymous Family, Derek Jordan, Andre Young, all you guys, man, we appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? So please keep being a wall of protection. My 500 code keeping Nagas, we're doing it as a team, as a tribe, little by little. No one's breaking themselves. You know what I'm saying? We're not asking for that. We're just saying little by little, keep keeping us in mind, and you're going to see it in real time and be able to continue to contribute and get your name on the wall, my nigga. My Naga, get your name on the wall. Hip hop. Hey, Yosef Miado. He says this ish don't stop. We popping off. Hey, yeah. Definitely, man. It's a frequency war. And, we tied it in playing with us, about, who they sent over here. And if they sent somebody that looked like us to pacify us, then you can't play with us. You can't say, Nagas, you ain't Indian. Then why did you send a Negro to America in 1539? If there weren't so many Negroes already here, why would you send a Negro to America? That Negro must represent the face of America to pacify these natives. We're talking Mexico, Arizona, Naga. We're talking Kalelus, Utah, Judah. They send a Negro right to the heart of Judah, right to the heart of Judah. They sent a Negro. So don't tell us what the Anasazi look like. Don't tell us what the Hohokam look like. Yeah, man. This ish don't stop. Yosef, man, I appreciate you. Yachty Rose, love to Yachty Rose. Yeah, I'm just gonna dig on your comments. We're gonna surf the wave, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm having a nice little bounce back. I'm enjoying the flow. I just wanted to, touch frequencies with my Nagas right quick, man. Yachty Rosie, hey Hobbs, she said, I got my pack. Okay. Ether packs are popping off, and I'm still in shock about how much information is on the drive. My Nagas, no cap on our number 2 pencil, man. We ain't capping when we saying like we appreciate your patience. It takes a minute to, you know, load up all this hard data. You know what I'm saying? PDFs, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of PDFs, man. Hundreds of maps. You know what I'm saying? All together. You know what I'm saying? We got radio shows that we're putting on them. Look out for the packs for Yosef the Real dropping next, and Five Eyes Ma. They're gonna have their music as well as their radio shows with pertinent data, pertinent information, pertinent vibration, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the ether packs, man. Matter of fact, man, I'm gonna take 5 minutes or so, real quick, and just kind of take you on a quick tour of Ether Pack 1, Ether Pack 2, Flat Pack with all the flat drop, flat data, flat earth stuff, and of course the Prester Pack, the Ether Gold Prester Pack with 60 plus, about 61 Prester John full videos with the maps and the links. So you're getting hundreds. I think Ether Pack 2 has, what, 500-600 books, PDFs on that. Ether Pack 1 has another 300 or 400, you know what I'm saying, with the links, with the maps, all the stuff that they're taking off the internet that you could print out, you know what I'm saying? So if you get a Press the Pad with the links, just start printing them joints out right away, because we can't guarantee these links going to stay up here, man, you know what I'm saying? But at 432thedrop.com, we're able to, you know what I'm saying, start our own archive, and especially where we're going with it, you know what I'm saying, with the IT, we'll be able to kind of encrypt our own links and have our own things protected more. But right now, the best we can do is take all the drop, all the maps, all the books, all the videos. So these things they got the videos, they got the maps, they got the links, they got the books, they got music, tribe up music. My Nagas done created our own genre of music called tribe up music, man. Love to the entire, tribal mafia, man. The drop, what did my Nagas say? The ish don't stop. We popping off. So, hey, it's all happening. So my sister says she got her back, and I'm still in shock about how much information is on the drive. It's well worth it. Here's your flowers from the seeds you planted. One of the best purchases. If you don't have one, get yours. Shout out to you, Khan. Thank you for the time and research. You really appreciate it, bro. All praise to the Most High. That's it. That's all we ask, is that you give all praise to the Most High, and that you give honor, you know what I'm saying, to the Aquas and Ox that's putting that time in, you know what I'm saying, to make it easy. That don't mean your life is easy, but at least getting some of this drop is easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's as easy as spending $34, you know what I'm saying? $34 to get you Ether Pack 1 or Ether Pack 2. The Ether bands with all the flat earth information, that's $45 because it's a Ether band. That device costs more. And Prester Packs got 60, 61 full videos, so it's a much heavier hard drive. I think it's 32 gigabytes, 32 gigs. Oh, no, 60. I think it's 60 or 32, but it's a lot. So those devices are more expensive. So that one costs $60 for the 60 videos you're getting for the Presta John. And then every 10 videos, like we just did 10 more. So get ready for Presta Pack 2. So we're going to keep the information flowing. All this is for free because you're getting the videos for free on YouTube right here. I don't have a Patreon, I don't, so everything you're getting is right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay nothing to get nothing we do. You can go on Fourth to the Drive. You can surf the wave on the radio. But if you want all those radio shows on the flash drive, that you might miss, you might be at work, whatever the case is. So you get the radio shows, you get all the maps and the links and the books and hundreds of this. So the sister was like, man, I'm in shock by how much information is on this drive. And for real, I praise the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Ether Squad, man, and Brother Nature and Yosef the Real for even just sparking off. You know what I'm saying? Just, that the time was right to put this concept together, you know what I'm saying? To make it easy, to consolidate the work, you know what I mean? And to keep the water flowing, you know what I mean? So this really does it all. This really is covering a lot of bases. So when you support our packs, it's going directly to us and really helping us and our families in real time, helping the tribe in real time. So when we drop the Yosef pack, it's going to help him and his family directly. You know what I'm saying? When you drop the Five Eyes Ma pack, it's going to go directly to Five Eyes Ma. You know what I mean? Popping off. You know what I mean? So, and that's how we doing it with my Nagas. You know what I'm saying? So we popping off. It feels good. And, it is great. It's a great thing. It's a great time. And I appreciate you, Aqua. I appreciate you for, just the seeds you planting in belief. When you believe in us, that's a seed that you're planting. You know what I mean? We're over here believing in what we're doing, and you're giving us more belief. And we're all planting seeds, man. It's a beautiful flower garden. So I'm going to give you your flowers right back, Aqua. For real, for real. Shalom to you. And I'm going to read this comment, and then we'll, do a quick tour with the flash drives. And, man, this is some home keeping, man, and just letting you know what we got, letting you know what's coming. The new website will have all this very simply for you, so you can click a whole tab and you'll be able to get all the Ether packs just, real live and direct for you. You can still get them right now, right out the drop shop. It's still in there, but we're going to make it just pop off. You know what I mean? So Halal HaWah, we just popping off. Aqua Sam says, Shalom Khan dropping royal family. Amen. Shalom. Blessings to you. Keep on keeping on and build the fence for NAGAVILLE. Aqua, we building the fence for NAGAVILLE. No cap on our number 2 pencil. Nothing extra. We just gonna build a fence. And then we're gonna fortify that fence. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good because with this amount of pop offness, we can get started. We can get a little container so we can get our supplies up there so that my Nagas can do, a nice little routine, flow. You know what I'm saying? Have Nagas checking in whenever they can and say, okay, cool. Hit up the container. You got the tools. You got everything already up there. You just popping off. Man, I got a couple of days, man. Let me pop off for NAGAVILLE. All right, cool, man. When you want to come in? All right, cool. I can help build a fence. October 14th through the 17th. All right, cool. Well, you know what I'm saying? I have a Naga meet you up there, and then, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You could pop it off and do the best work you can. Just continue what we're doing. And when the fence is built, we're gonna have to paint the fence. So we're gonna have my Nagas coming in painting the fence. Then I told y'all we're gonna get our Nagas names on each of these, fence posts here. You know what I'm saying? So all the contributors, my Naga, hey, the wall of protection is gonna have your name on it. That's what I mean by popping off in real time, my Naga. That's what I mean by us popping off and building the fence. And it feels good that we can all meditate on that, man. Loud. So we need you, my Nagas. We really need you, man. This is, what I mean? Really the first project that, we can really say like, we're taking them steps by steps and you're witnessing it, and you're not only witnesses, but you're participating, you know what I'm saying? So whether you're able to literally, be out there building a fence with a Naga, or you're just saying, yo, I want to get you there, all that energy is the same, and we need Nagas on both ends, you know what I'm saying, to get to our goal, to get to this checkpoint. Because once this fence is done, then we're going to put our well up, and we got our well up, and then we're going, you know what I mean? So this Naga community that you're really supporting, really from Jump Street, and all praise ThaWaDa for you, the contributors, and AI for the Aqua Sand. And as promised, man, we're going to look at a couple of these ether packs. And, I'm not going to show you everything because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a lot of books on there. I don't want, I don't want nobody tripping, you know what I'm saying? Man, what's going on, man? No, nah. We can't show you everything. But look, when you get that ether pack one, this is really your starter guide, you know what I'm saying? If you just, even the OG wave surfer really needs ether pack one. It's going to have uh, an accumulation of the OG starter, you know what I mean? Popping off, Phineas, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going to be really here, you know what I'm saying? After this, then you can add to it, with the Ether Pack 2, it's a lot more drop. But this is what you need when you pretty much want to sit down with the homie or with grandma or with anybody. You want to have those links. You want to have, you know what I'm saying, the maps to go with what you're saying. You want to have the videos to go with what you're saying. So I think we put, we only had so much space on this one, but we put, I think, our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 top videos, you know what I mean? That, not top videos, but just 10 videos that, will at least get your noodle bacon, 10 noodle bacon videos, you know what I'm saying? So you get your 10 and a full video, so you don't need the internet. And from here, you can, continue your recon, you know what I'm saying? So, you get your 10 noodle bakers. And then you get your maps, when you look at your maps, you got all the essential drive. When we talk Udall, we're talking Udall. There's maps like this, that you can try to explain to people and say, look, these boundaries aren't what you think they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends on which part of the hijack story you're going to pick up at. At this point, you have Utah connecting directly to California with no Arizona, no Nevada. So you can explain to the Nagas like this is Utah is Udall. The Spanish spelled Y-U-T-A or Y-U-D-A is Utah or Judah. Now, why would Judah connect to Khalifa? Right? Then you could put the story together with Queen Khalifa and the king of Judah or David or Solomon, right? So now you have this Solomon Sheba Khalifa connection, you know what I'm saying? Now you can put it all together in real time and battle time and see how they was linked up right here, protecting this vortex, protecting the specific, you know what I'm saying? So, stuff like that. You got your Antarctica maps. Yeah, man. These are very special, you know what I'm saying? And, AIP to all the reconners, you know what I'm saying, out there, for the books and for the maps. And a lot of my Nagas even take the maps and then they do the filters on them and do all kind of great things, man. I mean, this got a lot of Antarctica drop. When you try to explain to a Naga, you're like, look, man, no cap on my number 2 pencil, no cap on Antarctica's chest bone. You know what I mean? They can see a few of these different type of maps, man. Like, let's put one up here. Let's check this one out. This Andre the Vet. And it's real accessible. I just got it plugged in. It's a USB drive, you plug it in, man. Again, whether you got internet or not, you got the drive. You could tell people, no cap on Antarctica's chest bone. You got this map of South America connecting directly to Antarctica. Huh? No cap on Antarctica's chest bone. Or Australia. They also call this Australia. Yeah, man. No ice, though. No ice. And that's in the 1400s, 1500s, connected with the Perry Reese drop, 1600s, no ice. So when did all this ice hit Antarctica? I mean, I ain't gonna go cray-cray, but everything's on your ether pack. All right, so you got Your Antarctica drop. Okay, okay, okay. All right, we just popping off, man. We just popping off in the ether pack. So, you got your map drop. Again, Ether One's gonna have all them pertinent maps, that we popped off with from the very tip top. I love it, man. I love maps, so hey, Managi, does North America even exist, man? Yeah, you got maps like this with North America or Asia, right? You see Florida, Tara, Florida. So this is North America. Mexico would be here. See Cathay right here. Yeah, Cathay is supposed to be China, Managi. What's China doing here? What's Asia doing here? Connected to America, connected to South America. Does North America exist? Or do they just call it that today? And are we really just in Asia? That's the 1531 Orientis Finds map, that is. You know what I mean? I mean, look, it's for you, my noggin. It's for you, my noggin. We just surfing the wave and some map drop. So you dig on the maps. I mean, here's the here's the pop offness right here. This is the library. Um, this one, Ether Pack 1, doesn't have the full drop library on it. Ether Pack 2 has more of those. Again, it's about 500, 600 books in Ether Pack 2. So you got to get, and it's only $30, $34 plus $5 shipping. So $39 total. You know what I'm saying? For all these books, my knock. Even if these books cost $1 a piece, you still winning. So this is an offer you can't refuse, man. It's something that we're doing for my Nagas, for my people. My Naga, you got, just click on anything. Just say, hey, I'm gonna take the Surf the Wave challenge. Pretty soon we're gonna start doing that. Just pull up an Ether pack, just click on anything and just go. You know what I mean? Aboriginal American Literature, volume number 6, D.G. Britton. Love to Cooter Mayo, man, who supplied so many of these. Uno on the beats, man. Love to bro Uno, Ty Bad Zahn. So many Nagas, man, supplying the PDFs and Drop Nation from day one, man. Like I said, man, take the surf the wave challenge. You know what I'm saying? And tell us how you really feel. Oh, you got the OISP. Ooh, we gotta get back on the OISP, huh? Hey, just for this, man, we might get back on the OISP, man. We might have to do it, man. They got some great. This has the coldest glossary out of anything I've ever, what I'm saying, looked into. Uh, I mean, just the definitions that they got in the glossary will blow your mind off. Especially digging on HaWah, Iawata, all these great things. See if I can pull up a couple. Yeah, so this is the OISP, a new Bible, Words of Jehovah. It is angel ambassadors. And you really got to be, real founded in, you got to be KTC for real before you start digging on some of this other stuff because, I don't subscribe to all of anything, you know what I'm saying? Even when you talk about, the KJV, of course, I don't subscribe to all of anything. But we definitely do get the babies out the bathwater. Oh, Wasp got some babies, man. That's all I can say. I don't know how. I can't confirm or deny, the narrative of it all. You know what I'm saying? But it does seem to have some drip drop, in this glossary here. Where's it at? There we go. Let me get this bigger, my knock. Let's get it bigger, my knock. Yeah, all right, man. I shouldn't even done this, man. Shouldn't even done this, man. I start going crazy. Yeah, so yeah, it has definitions of certain terms and things that they discuss within the OWASP. Now you can't really see this good, but it says Algonquin right here. Algonquin is the United States of North American Indians before their destruction by the Christians. Come on, man. You say, huh? Algonquin, according to the OWASP glossary, is the United States of North American Indians. So did you know that before there was the United States of America, that there was a United States of North American Indians? Or did you, understand that there was already a tribal confederacy, that they just pretty much stole everything? They stole all this, declaration of this and all this stuff, that all their constitution of that, like they just rewrote it and hijacked it. That's all they did. They didn't come with this stuff. It was already here. If you're an Algonquin, you're part of the United States of North American Indians before their destruction by the Christian. Hey, dig on it, man. Hey, dig on it. Oh, they got Apollo. Okay, Apollo is the god to whose duty was assigned beautifying mortals in form and figure. All right. Okay. So he was the god of beauty. All right. I like this one here, this ThaWaDa. Oh, China, we talk Cathay, but China, or is it Chinya? Chinyi. Chine. China is a deliverer. So the name of China is really named after a particular deliverer. And I keep asking, why is China over here, right? Like that Cathay map. Because the deliverer is over here, man. Who is Preston John? Contemporaneous with Moses? Uh-oh. That means he lives and he's rocking at the same time as Moshe and somebody named Capilia. All right. Capilia, any relation with the Cappadocian, man? I don't know, man. He's supposed to be in India. He's supposed to be in Israel, right? Or Egypt. He's supposed to be in China. Maybe it's all the same thing. India Superior, Udall, and Cathay. He was an Isu by birth. Yeah, Isu. It's where they get their Jesus. But an Isu, it's just somebody who's supposed to be, anointed and yada, yada, yada. He wasn't just one person, right? So, yeah, man, this dictionary, this glossary is off the hook. ThaWaDa or Hiawatha. We got to get back on Hiawatha with the Tecumseh, connect that all. A North American Indian, a kind of Abraham. Wow. So he's a kind of Abraham. A kind of Abraham. Huh? With whom he was contemporaneous. So he lived at the same time as Abraham, but he's a North American Indian who lived at the same time as Abraham. He's a kind of Abraham, which means he must have been anointed, right? So is the real Abraham ThaWaDa? ThaWaDa, ThaWaDa, HaWaDa. Hey, surf the wave. I'm just saying, all this drop is in your ether pad. And we just clicked a couple of these books. You see Preston John and the Gypsies, man, all the good ones, man. All the drop. This medieval empire of the Israelites, right? That's the one. This book costs $1,000 on Amazon. $999. You probably get it used at like $400 or $500. You can get it with all the other hundreds of books for $34. We should get your ether pack. So that's why I can't really talk too much. You know what I'm saying? But this is an educational source. This is like our classroom syllabus. It's like our classroom syllabi. You come here, you see some of the stuff that we dig on, and we want you to have the recon. And when you see all these zip files, these are zip files full of books, right? Let's just click this one here. Zip file number 11. It's going to have at least 7, 8 books on each one of those zip files. American Antiquities, Inquiry into the Origin of the Antiquities of America's Mexico. I mean, Carameo dropped a lot of this. Drive Love to the Bro. Yeah, man. So that's your drop library PDFs, each one of these zip files. So if they got, you can do the math, man. It's a lot going on. Mormons digging deeper. That you're gonna need that for the classroom, because we're gonna start digging on a whole new series, and we're gonna call it Mormons Digging Deeper. We're gonna dig on some things, man. We're gonna dig on the Book of Mormon, Nephi, all that stuff, and dig on it. What I love about this the most is this beautiful PDF right here. For all my Nagas, They just need more clarity on HaWah. You know what I mean? We made a PDF right here for you, even though they took the other one off the internet now. So this is probably the only place you're going to get it about HaWah, the creator. A prominent name is that of HaWah. It is the most ancient name for the creator, and it's simply identified from a Hebrew verb, just a Hebrew verb meaning to form or to mold, frame or shape, or managa. If you don't see this by now, you must be still in that Ruach Tardema. We're not making up nothing new, no new hot sauce. We're bringing out the ancient love song. Halal HaWah. So all that is preserved for you. These are like our time capsules, you know what I'm saying? Our ether packs. So ether pack one, that was a quick little tour. We also got Thai battle poetry, some drop tracks, you know what I'm saying? Some beautiful music, tribal music, Managa, some radio shows and clips from all the ether squad, man, and you know what I'm saying? Some links. You got pages and pages and pages of links. all these links, man, so you can say, man, all right, cool. Let me pop off and do an internet search. You know what I'm saying? And then you can click on one of these, like this joint right here, and you're going to see all these hyper files. So we took the time to hyperlink them. We, did our best to give you some type of guidance, you know what I'm saying, with, just different categories. Pretty much it's like surf the wave challenge. You see something, you like it, click on it. You know what I mean? We can't guarantee that all the links will always still be here, but we do our best. This was the HaWah link that we just showed you that we had to make our own PDF. And if you click this one right now, my naga, was I bullshitting? They took it down. That's why we made our own HaWah link, man. That's why we made our own HaWah link. So now we got our own HaWah link, HaWah the creator, you know what I'm saying? Halal HaWah, you know what I mean? And hey, we're gonna keep the water flowing around here. We're going to keep the fire burning around here, so you can get it your way, my naga. And it's PDFs full of PDFs, links on links on links. 37 pages of links, my naga. So Ether Pack 1, I mean, this is, you want your indigenous true Preston links. If you got one, get two. If you got two, get four. Put them around the house in case you lose one. Like, make sure you have multiple copies of this stuff. Burn copies, you know what I'm saying? I mean, go crazy, bootleg it, go crazy, you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate you, you know what I mean, just getting that information out, you know what I'm saying? So, don't feel like I'm gonna feel that, I don't own this information, you know what I mean? Like, we're just passing it on, and all you're paying is for the convenience for us to compile it, our time and energy. We got to buy the flash drives and we got to ship it to you and all that. So that's what the $34 is covering, all that. 34 plus the $5 shipping. Other than that, you got all these hundreds of books and links, and you can go crazy and take the surf the wave challenge, my naga. So we right here with you. We got the links on links, the packs on packs, and the maps on the maps. And, just to show you a couple little differences between this and the Ether Pack 2, let me pop this one out and pop the other joint in here. Wow. Hey, man, tribal music, you just let them know. KTC, that means keep the cold. Enjoy Shabbat, chilling in my roll. It's Clan Ross at your front door. You gonna pay your weight in Aztec gold. Nipsey Hussle let his wings grow. Hey, man, 432, we the freak show. KTC, that mean keep the cold. Halal HaWah. So this is Ether Pack 2, my naga. We just popping off. You know what I'm saying? So Ether Pack 2, you got your, some more book drop. This time it was like a full book dump. Like I wanted to make sure you had everything, every single thing I had. I wanted to make sure you got it. So you see each one of these are 2 gigabytes a piece. That's a lot of drop. You click on one of these, let's see where it takes us. All right. So this is just clicking on one of them. Bang. Black Laws Dictionary, El Mexico, Antigua, Encyclopedia of Fairies. Like you just popping off in the drop. Forbidden Archaeologies, man. Free Negro, Heads of Families, man. Oh man, hey, Mayo gave us a wonderful book drop, man. I'm glad that we were able to get it out and circulate it so much because all the Nagas really need all the drop. So this is just clicking on one of them, one of them drops here, man. So count them up, count them up, count them up, count them. More drop library PDFs. Bang, you got another copy of that OWASP. You know what I mean? And Journey of Coronado. So we did actually have that drop. I thought we didn't have the PDF, but drop got so much drop. We actually do have the Coronado. So it's right here on Ether Pack 2. Yeah, got some more Coronado drop. Okay, so I didn't even know I had some more Coronado drop. I gotta slow down. So my Naga, you got all the drop. Click on the PDFs, enjoy the flow. Wow, got a lot of drop. It's a lot of drop in here, man. Yeah, yeah. That's just clicking on that book drop in your Ether Pack 2, popping off, man. You got some more tribal music, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what tracks we got on here for the tribe. Shout out to Tribal Mafia. Look out for that Tribal Mafia pack. We're going to put all the Tribe Up drop on there, man. All the music. And so you got everything. You got that Bodies on Bodies. You got that KTC. You got the remix of the KTC. Okay, okay. Yeah, man. My Naga's got it popping off. Let's see which one this one is. It's that Five Eyes Mod khandrop. Yosef the Real. Oh, that's that Tribe Up Mafia remix.
Ayo, Jimmy got the sauce, boy.
Okay.
Young Dizzle. Let's go. Whoever that banging on B, that's no trap. Rapping MHOE, that's no trap. I'ma keep flowing, throwing heat, that's my trap. Must power through the ether feed, that's my trap. Who them folks singing like me, that's my trap. Over here banging on B, that's my trap. Can't get around me, I got 360, that's my trap. I'ma keep flowing, throwing heat, that's my trap. Most High got an enemy. Boost my adrenaline, that's artillery. Most High kills enemies. So I wonder why you let Ant die in my backseat. Naga just turned 18. Young fly as Naga with a flow, he was too clean. Had to throw away my jewelry, cause it had blood on it, it remind me of my mini-me. I got your energy, that's why I go so hard in the field, but to them it's a mystery. Quite nice with the Hennessy. Make a tribe up music for the crowd that's feeling me. Reshaping our history. Caught the vibes just right, oh I feel like I got the answer key. Putting in the sleeve. That Tarday mind got him deep in a trance for infinity. Blue Marvelin, while Five Eyes mind wake him up, excited it's a state of being. No human being, it's the framing, the shaping, and the plan. Use the matter that already be. Can you see? One look at the greater light, have you seen 360 degrees? That's my dragonfly for a dragon tribe on the dragon ride in battle time. Spitting dragon fire. Them folks singing like me.
That's my tribe, man. Hey, man. Tribe Up music, we just let them know. KTC, that mean keep the code. We do it for a while. We keep the code and we make music about it. Like, that's never been done. We ain't talking about no Christian gospel. We talking about keeping the code as a real Naga. Life as a real code keeper, my Naga. In these ghettos, in these streets, in these projects. You know what I'm saying? Where we come from and where we're at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, making that choice. Like, I'm not going to slay my brother no more, man. I'm not going to celebrate my brother's, death. I'm not going to smoke on that pack and smoke on that pack. That's a conscious, aware decision to raise our frequency up as a community, man. To not put a power before power. So, yeah, man. Hey, love the Five Eyes Mod, Dizzle Fitty, Yosef the Real, man. That remix is great, man. There's a lot of new tribal music coming. Tecumseh popping off. I see you, Brad. Tecumseh and Five Eyes Mod just dropped some new drop, man. We're gonna have to feature that, man. Hey, go dig on it, man. Go dig on Tecumseh 432, man, for the sneak peek. And we definitely gonna feature it as well. Love to you, Five Eyes Mod. Love to all my Nagas, man. Yeah, this is Estebanico's route, man. I just want y'all to see this. So when I say they sent a Negro to pacify the native Nagas, this is where they sent him. This is where Esteban went, right? Through Haiti, Cuba, Florida. all this Texas, Louisiana, Mexico, down to Mexico City, bounce back up through Arizona. This is when they wanted to go north. And they went to Cibola. That's when his route ended, my Naga. Because he came up, this Negro came up into these Nagas up in NAGAVILLE, bringing decorations of death, bringing hijack. Yeah, that's a no-no in the promised land, you know what I'm saying? But now you know no. Now you know no. So yeah, you got that map drop, all that drop, that Kapangu, beautiful maps, man, popping off in the Ether Pack 2. I love this drop right here. I love this map right here. This is that Kapangu. Again, this is Florida. Where does it say? Florida. Here's Florida. So this is North America, Con. This is China, Con. Managa. So how do you get Florida and Cathay? Remember the other map with Cathay over here? You see it again. Confirmation, validation. City of Kansai, This is the Great Khan of China. Khan. Where's the Great Khan? On the other side of Florida in North America, or we're talking India Superior. Oh, it says here is Ptolemy's India. So when Ptolemy's talking India, he's talking about North America, man. Yeah, the Chinese sell upon this. See, how'd the Chinese get over here? Oh, the Connies, the Chinese are the Khans. We're just talking Khan, Tan, the Amaru Khan. Khan means priest. The Khan of China. Come on, man. Come on, we out of here, baby. Get all these masks by now. Get the Ether Pack 1, get the Ether Pack 2. Make sure you got all the drop. Make sure you are circulating the drop to the best of your ability. And we appreciate the water that you keep flowing. You know, each Ether Pack has, you know, 10 top 10 videos, you know what I'm saying? So that you don't need the internet. You have each of those videos are 3 hours long, 2 hours long. So this gives you, I mean, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, you got the David the Hamashiach. Oh yeah, so that's very pivotal, very foundational to get that David the Hamashiach. So you understand Khandawi, understand Khandawi. Ezekiel 430-year crucifixion, the Magava. This is that Sinus of Folly Guayacum drop. This is probably one of the most important videos we've ever done. And you got the full joint on the Ether Pack too, so you can watch it. The prophecy of Joshua's visions right there in the what they call it, the Qumran scrolls. They got the prophecy of Joshua, and he has a prophecy of seeing Khan Dawi, King David, man. Oh man, hijack city in real time. Look at that, man. You know, I guess when it gets too pure water, you know, they gotta try to, throw a black screen on it. Naga. Now a Naga gotta get the black screen because we talking too much of the pure water. Yeah, that's all right, man. That's all right, my Naga. That's all right, man. Just these are one of those woosah moments. Woosah, woosah. Okay, we back. We back. Hijack, you done? Hijack, is you finished or is you done? Let me get my Birdman hand rub going on. I mean, I'm just trying to show Nagas some ether packs. I guess it's just too much high power frequency popping off for the mother sucking hijack, man. Hold up, man. Still got my screen on lock. So yeah, all this got popping off because my sister Yachty Rosie said I got my pack and I'm still in shock about how much information is on the drive. So we had to show you the receipt. We had to show you the information. We had to show you that Sister Naughty ain't on no play. You know what I mean? And Ahab to all my Nagas future begin, say word. Oh, Satan spelled backwards. It's Nata's National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Oh man. My Nagas got the drop, man. That's all we gotta say about that, man. Hold up, man. Come on. Stop hijacking my screen, man. My bad, Charlie. Hijack ain't never late. I'm over here just dropping in real time. I want y'all to see this in real time. First, they take down my video, give a Naga copyright strike. Now you see what happens in real time. You know what I'm saying? They pollute my screen. They take over the functioning. Yeah, I don't even see my cursor no more. Okay. But yeah, they won't let me do nothing with it. So, it's all good. It's all good. But I'm glad you got your pack. Aqua Yadi. Here are your flowers from the seeds you planted. And these aren't our seeds we planted. These are HaWah seeds. You know what I'm saying? This is HaWah. All HaWah. One of the best purchases. If you don't get yours, hey, shout out. If you don't have one, get yours. And I highly recommend the same. My Naga, if you don't got yours yet, get yours. Because we're going to keep them going. So it ain't like we're going to run out. If you need one, just hit me up on the email. Don't hit up a comment saying, I need one. My Naga, come on, my Naga. Just email me, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? Music at 432thedrop.com. Music at 432thedrop.com. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Oh, snap. Hey, we ain't got all snap. Remember that back in the day? My old balcony surfers, they used to do this all the time off the balcony to us. We used to be like, oh, snap. Because we knew it was coming, my nigga. We knew the hijack ain't never late because the indigenous truth is always right on time. Wow. Okay, we got through it. I think we got through it. We okay? Okay, guys? Everybody good? Okay. Yeah, the hijack, man, they ain't never late, man. Trying to mess with my net now. Trying to mess with our net. Okay, we good. That don't throw us off, though, because all we doing is talking about ether packs. They going to think we forgot what we was talking about. Ether pack. So, yeah, get yours. We also got the flat pack, again, with all the flat drop one-on-one. And we also have the Preston pack. So, all those are available. You got all the links. I'll leave all the links below for the ether packs. And let's go, man. Let's pop off. Oh yeah. Let me get back in these comments because we got some great breadcrumbs, especially in that last video with Negro Esteban, coming in to hijack the knock. Hold on, let me get this going. Hey, Halal HaWah. Hey, I'm glad I got y'all, Glad I got my Nagas, because real talk, without my Nagas, I don't know where I'll be. A Naga probably would have went Naga by now if a Naga didn't have his Nagas, you know what I'm saying? So they mess with us a lot. It's, an adventure to get this information to my Nagas and even to let you know where to get the information, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, um, doing it through Hijack City, you know what I'm saying? Takes a lot of patience. Takes a lot of patience. So if you have been doing, your work, putting in, that energy, man, you know what I'm saying, for the tribe, we appreciate you because we of all people know the amount of frustration in Hijack City. You know what I'm saying? Like, we of all people know. So we right here with you, my nigga. You know what I mean? I might do a little reload on this thing because they still got my screen hijacked. This is still Hijack City going on in real time. And, I could use this laptop all day long, my noggin. Nothing. Start recording, getting into some great vibes. Madness Madness going on. This thing popping up, tabs all over the place. Hey, shout out wild, my nigga. I just want to say I'm grateful for you. Grateful to have my nigga. Because, without you, man. Oh, boy, my nigga. Oh, boy. Trying to get my screen back here. Hold up. They over there doing full screen for no reason. They just popping off stuff. Oh, wow. Let me just, sip on my alkaline while they figure this out. And then we're going to get to some great drop because I think it's some flat drop somebody dropped. I want to, check out this little series going on. Maybe even make a series out of it. So, the flat drops coming in hot. That's why we want to talk about that flat pack ether bag, because all the drop is right there. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. We got some action here. What? Are you going to give me my screen back? Hijack City. Man, Hijack really got it frozen now, man. Okay, hold up, hold up. I'm being mighty patient. I appreciate y'all patience too, man, because this is what we got to go through. Hijack City. Hijack City. Okay, okay. What's going on? What's going on? What you want to do, Hijack? Okay, Hijack still want to play. Hijack City ain't never late. But you know what? It just means that the indigenous truth is always on time. So we back. We good, man. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad we still back. We still on board. We didn't give up. I could have restarted my whole computer. It would have erased all the drop. But I was patient with you, man. My Nagas, my sisters, we here together. And my sister said she got her packs. So we've been talking about the packs. I'm gonna go through the rest of these comments, but again, you got all that drop. I guess, something about talking about these packs made them go cray cray. You know what I'm saying? Hijack said, nah, we got to stop them from talking about the packs. We were showing all the great videos that you got on each of the ether packs. So, get the drop. Again, it's going to come with dozens of hours of recon right here for you. Ho Ho Kam Anasazi, right on time. Nehemiah Amari, Habeas Corpus drop. I mean, so Ether Pack 3 is going to have another 10 full videos, you know what I mean? And, it's going to enable you to kick back and surf the wave, man, and do your own recon, do your thing. And that's Ether Pack 2. So you got all the books, you know what I'm saying? Each one of these zips, got what? Hundreds of books on each one. You know what I mean? You go to the first one, Indian treaties, Jews and Negro slavery. I mean, on and on and on. So get the drop. Get the books, just get all the flow. Get the flow. Get the flow. Get the flow. Get the flow, my Naga. It feels good to do this in real time with my Nagas. And again, it's about having this information. We don't own it. It's about, spreading it out. A lot of these books are from the 1800s, 1700s. You know what I mean? It ain't like no one's pushing these. We're, we're taking what's been buried, bringing it back up and putting it back into the recon, back into the cycle, back into the wave, back into the ether. Got the links over here as well. So you got the links from Ether Pack 1. You also got some links for Ether Pack 2. Then you got a gang of pictures and screenshots and some great stuff as well. So all that's happening, man, with your Ether Pack 2. And of course, you got your flat pack. You got your Presta pack. And I'm not going to take you all the way through it, but I'm just going to show you a little bit that it's all happening on the flat pack. That's when you're gonna have your David Ramsey maps, man, and all that good stuff, man. Worlds Beyond a Pole. You got the full video series. You got the Flat Earth Archives 1972 video series. You know what I'm saying? Halal HaWah. I mean, we went all the way in on this. we're still looking for part 5 because they took that off of YouTube, just like they just did my other drop. So, we got to get that. If we can't recover it, we'll just keep the water flowing. But yeah, we got all the Flat Drop 101 radio shows we do at 432thedrop.com. You got the Flat Connected Universe series. So I put all these video series here. Some other khandrop flatter videos, flat drop videos. And then you got your flat drop books, links, maps, drop, all that. All these links to connect that with you. So you got the PDF or you got the Word file, whatever you like. You got map pack, zip files full of maps, my niggas. So it's all happening. I just wanted to show you what's happening on the ether band. So all this is coming conveniently on your wrist, on the band. And pretty soon we're gonna come with the super band, ether band, super band. And the super band's gonna have more storage capacity because we're gonna try to cram everything from Ether Pack 1, Ether Pack 2, as well as the flat pack. Man, we're gonna try to cram at least Ether Pack 1 and 2 on the Ether band. And it's gonna be not the flat band, but it's gonna be a super band with all the information from Ether Pack 1 and 2. So look out for the Ether band, super band, and the drop. Keep on flowing, because the drop don't stop. Because the drop don't stop, my nigga. Yeah. You still got that HaWah flow here as well. And you got all the archives, you got the series, you got the tracks, you got some more of that Thai battle poetry, my nigga. You know what I mean? So all that's on the Ether band. And, all those maps, all that, all them PDFs, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff is right here on your Ether band flat pack. Available now. Hit me up. Music at 432thedrop.com. Don't leave a comment saying, I need one when you ain't hit me up. Music at 432thedrop.com, man. And, lastly, just letting you know what the Presta pack is looking like. As promised, you got, let's count them up, man, all the way from the top. These are the full videos, so you'll never get bored. You'll always have a Presta John to look into, some recon to look into. You can see how we started a very non-biased educational investigative series. We didn't know who Presta John was in part 1. So we were like, man, who is this guy, man? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he a hijack? Is he a real priest? Like, what's happening? By the time we got to 8 or 9, like we said, oh, wow, this is mind blasting. We're talking about the real King David. Oh, man. We're talking about the real Solomon. Oh, man, we're talking about the real Moshe. Because Presta John really seems to be a combination of King David and Moses, believe it or not. I mean, So this is where you're getting the Merlin characters and the whole Camelot King Arthur flow and all that. So it's almost like they split the life of this immortal priest king into a King David flow, and then they split off that into the Moshe. Moses was the king of Cush for 40 years. So he was a king. So we're talking priest King Moshe starts looking more and more like Presta John. You know what I mean? But Presta John just means priest king. So yeah, you got the whole Presta John series, man, up until 61. And then I think we're at 71 now. So look out. I said every 10, we'll do a new Presta pack. So the first Presta pack is the big deal. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that's $60. It comes in a golden capsule like flash drive. And, you can look at it like 60 videos, 60 bucks, my knockers. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that much support. But you also have zip files full of books. So you get not just those video links, but you get these zip files and you get certain books that are directly connected, you know what I mean, to what we're digging on with that particular, series, you know what I'm saying? So, you got the Journey Coronado, Israelites and Indian, you know what I mean? You got the Forbidden History. So these are just very specific drops, to the Presta John investigation, man. So we're just talking about the Presta Pack 1. You got the links, books, and maps, so a whole nother dozens of pages of links, more PDFs, more maps, for the Presta John. So, and all the videos, man. So when my sister said she got her pack, I just wanted to show that receipt that, Managa, we really do this, you know what I'm saying? And A-hop to the tribe, because this is an idea that can only come from HaWah for the tribe to, have a constant flow of resources, you know what I'm saying? Like, to keep dropping packs, to keep having resources to do what we got to do, buy land, build land, and you get to help us build our fence, man, in real time. So a lot of that goes towards this. We don't just sit back and wait for this to fill up. You already been supporting us, Managa, so we already got what we got. We're just trying to add to it, you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to make sure we got enough to get the job done. So don't give up the fight, Managa. Keep on fighting. Make sure we get all the way to our goal. Don't make it take forever. Do your best to keep the water flowing so we can have it right away and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's not stall it out. You know what I'm saying? This is us. If there's anybody else, they got people supporting them left and right. They got grants for this for that, this for that. This is us supporting us. They watching us. Show them what we can do. Show them that we support ourselves, that we trust ourselves, my nigga. That we have 500 code keepers out there that can put in 10, 20, 30, 40 and get the job done and hit the 10,000 goal for each project we need. From the fence to the well to the solar panels, my nigga, to the shelters themselves, you know what I mean? To the storage and the compartments and containers and all the stuff that we need, my Naga, to be fortified, to be a fortified NAGAVILLE. Help us build our fence, man. We appreciate all my Nagas. We need a wall of protection. Blue, purple, red is what we paint this fence. White linen, gold thread. Exodus 20 got us in code. Exodus 26 gonna bring you right into that blue, purple, red. A-hop to our 500 code keepers for your Baruch. Halal HaWah. Hey, it's time. That's all I need. That's all we need, my niggas. That's all we need is you. Halal HaWah for you. Halal HaWah for you. Halal HaWah for you. Hey, my naga said it best. It's time. That's all we need to know. So I'm glad we got through that static sometimes, man, but the ish, the ish don't stop, even through the static. You know what I'm saying? You see what we do. Shalom. Y'all been dropping some great comments, man. Denise Cosby, we appreciate you. Hey, hi, my Aqua Denise. Yova Lahim. My bro says, what? Thank you, Nagaville Wave Surfers. We for real get our name on the fence at Joy World. My Naga, you get your name on the wall. So ThaWaDa, my Naga. You already know. My bro, Templar. 500 Code Keeping Nagas is just a title, so the importance. I'll break it down, Templar. Blue, function, plus purple, action, equals, is, red, purpose. Dragons on the wall. Show less, hey, say less, man. You got it, man. Hey, Templar, Urban Reed got the drop. Make sure you in that classroom. Big CJ, Charles Johnson. Please educate all children every day. That's right, man. Peace and indigenous Americans of Turtle Island, man. We in Nagaville. Alex Castaneda, Shalom hermano. Hey, Shalom, my Ak, Desert, Elder. Wasn't Columbus of darker hue? Yeah, we've been, pontificating that, my Naga. And what does it mean? What does Columbus got to do with St. Stephen? What does St. Christopher have to do with St. Stephen? Did dog-headed Christopher bring St. Stephen over here? St. Stephen's supposed to have rescued this Christ child, right? Research St. Stephen. Think about Stephen the Christ, Estebanico. Think about St. Columbus and see if this, Christ child has anything to do with this child of the sun, Estebanico. Did Columbus bring Esteban? 1539 is not too far from 1492. Columbus sails the ocean blue. Lego, love to Bakarik. Bakardrik, Hankerson, let go, man, let go. Fly baby, oh, I like this. He said, cabeza means head in Spanish. De means of, and vaca means cow. Head of a cow. cow head, dog head. Hey, either way, we're talking silence of fire. Hey, ping, pow. My sister popping off at 100. My Naga, kind, shine, blue, purple, red. Eliakim Ben Israel, what it do? Ann Hawkins, Shalom, Shalom, Khan, drive, man. Somebody shaking their head. I get it, man. I get it. It's free to pay attention. I get it. Nagaville, 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 Nagaville. Woo. Kind of got me wanting to hear that Nagaville chant, man. Cause you know we just popping off. They just now tuning in, man. But I'm gonna keep the party. I'm just gonna keep the party going. 2012, after 15 years in Silicon Valley, now 10 years in LA, retired back to the desert for me. Brother Drop, I got my take on Arizona to share a single page PDF, which is an excerpt from a broader body of work. Let me know where you want me to send it. Oh, yeah. Any drop is a beautiful thing. Hit me up. Music at 432thedrop.com. Hey, hi. Greenhouse Homestead. Love to my sister, I think it's Vivica. She said, Shalom, everyone. Please share the link. Equinox 57. Okay, she want that link too. I'm in the high desert, White Mountains, Mogolan. Oh, remember that Mogolan? It's like near that Ho-Ho-Com situation. Outside Sholo, Arizona. Okay, learn from Drop. It's land of Goshen. I moved here from Philadelphia in 2018. Wow, so she over here digging on the recon, making moves, though. Wow. Cherokee, Seminole, maternal, okay. Dravidian, Indian, paternal, okay. Both kinds, red or a feather and a red dot. She said, check out my Children of It's Real Out Here, 38 state tour across America and Canada, 2020 best states for homesteading based on Children of Israel Out Here, a restoration and renewal prayer field tour across America and Canada. Okay. All right. Somebody been to show low. All right. One Nation, One Power is up there. You have to email me your contact. See, people are tribing up in real time. It's so isolating when you don't idol worship. Love to shamar, she brews and bakes. Yeah. Okay. So this is what tribing up looks like in real time when you connect with other KTC folks that don't worship any other idols. You dig? Yeah. It's so isolating when you don't idol worship. I know a lot of us feel that way because there's nothing but idolatry around us, man. You know what I mean? But my sister, Greenhouse, she said she had some drop, and I went ahead and pulled this up. It's about 6 minutes, and she got some drops. So let's dig on a few, and then I'm gonna dig on a few more, man, for the dismount, man. Again, this is just a great wave surf session. Getting through some things, some great homekeeping, housekeeping, and shouting out the code keepers.
Hello. I'm back again inside to do another video for you today. As you see, retired medical personnel, and this is one of my favorite T-shirts I have on today. No big deal. I don't know about the sound quality in here, but I want to get started on some of the things that I've uncovered in the process of going on the Children of Israel Out Here tour across America and Canada. And I did that this year, and I hit 38 states in 45 days by Amtrak. And if you'd like to see the highlights of that video, just go to my Facebook page and look down under highlights, and you'll see Children of Israel Out Here tour. And you'll also see a few other highlights. All of them are connected to what I'm about to discuss in this now new video. Now, some of this, actually 2 videos in one. I have to condense it because we are running out of time. Now, just very briefly, I'm going to grab a copy of my book that I wrote, Survival for the 21st Century, The Old Ways. It's a available now, but only by hard copy or through PDF. So if you're interested in that, you can get it at Vivica 6, VIVE.
Hey, write this down. Get that book. It got nothing but drop, man. It gotta have nothing but drop. The sister did it herself. She took the tour, and she's writing, some drop that she came across along the way. So please support the sister, man. Vivica. Hey, man. Homesteading in your face bone. Children of It's Real Out Here. Let's go.
ECA, the number 6 at yahoo.com. All right, this is going to be kind of long. I was outside previously talking about preparedness, why we prepare, and I gave you some of the reasons from Scripture, from the Apocrypha, and from the Book of Mormon, 3rd Nephi. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some of the places that I went and what's required for survival, and why. I'll give you some of the reasons why, because I have to keep this video pretty, but I will hold it up to small map that I made of the United States. As you can see here, there's a cannibal, as it implies in Canada. You don't want to go there. And then you got the stay warm calories that is required to hit the Northwest Corridor. If you look on my map, I think I posted a screenshot of some of the places that I stopped along the route. It's very cold here. Montana, Wyoming, even parts of Oregon and Washington State, not so bad. But as you see it in red, it's dangerous because it's a lot of people. So that's part of the places where you don't want to go. And then another spot that I placed on here, you just put this down for a minute, my coveralls. Along the western part of the United States, as you can see, if it's in red, it means that's dangerous. So, but if you see it in the blue, within 100 miles inland along the Gulf Coast, all these pockets of Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Louisiana, New Orleans, Houston, Texas, all those are highlighted in red. But if you go 100 miles inland, I found that it was a little safe. Now, part of my tour, I looked at it, I noticed that it wasn't a lot of people, but it was a lot of wildlife. So again, I urge you to take a look at some of the video clips on my Facebook channel. I haven't had a chance to upload some of that footage yet. I may do so on another website in the near future for you to see. Now, if you notice, all along the border, so you got Arizona, you've got these lower states, anything below this line here, Las Vegas, Colorado is dangerous. A lot of people there now, a lot of ex-military, and stay out of Provo, Utah. Nothing there, but it's kind of dangerous. I'm not going to say because of the type of people that live there, but I just found it to be a little bit on the dangerous side. So anything you see that I haven't read, and of course, along the eastern United States.
Yeah, just right quick. So she said, what, Provo? Let me get that back a little bit. And again, she said this is all conjecture. So, when she says Colorado, there's a lot of people there. Obviously, there's areas that there aren't a lot of people. And we don't really think of Colorado as like a heavily populated, but I think she's talking about ex-military or ex this and ex that. So she's like, but of course, she's not really speaking of the whole entire state of Colorado. She's talking about a certain area that she visited, such as, what, I think she said Provo, Utah. Let's just get this part back.
So anything you see that I haven't read, and of course, along the a little bit on the dangerous side. So anything you see that I'm ex-military, and stay out of Provo, Utah. Nothing there, but it's kind of dangerous. I'm not going to say because of the type of people that live there, but I just found it to be a little bit on the dangerous side. So,
So yeah, I mean, I guess we need more clarity as to what's dangerous. She's like, it's kind of dangerous. But she's speaking of Provo, Utah. So what's the danger? And maybe in part two, I think this is a part two. Maybe she elaborates as to what the danger element. I don't know if she's still talking about the X alphabet gang, go along, get along gang that might be in this area, but she's pointing directly to Provo. I think I got a map up. Okay, yeah. So here's Utah, starting from the southwest, coming in from Vegas. Basically, you see St. George. Hurricane is where National Zion National Park is near Hurricane, Utah. Right, you see Cedar Breaks, Bryce Canyon, Cedar City. Right, so all this is southwest. So Provo will be way up towards the north near Salt Lake City. Right underneath Salt Lake City is Provo. So yeah, there would be a lot of people maybe there. Salt Lake City is a big place. You know what I'm saying? That's where they got the film festivals, different things popping off, a big Mormon population. You know what I mean? You still got that throughout, but that's huge right there. So I'm sure you get a lot of that spillover into Provo for sure. So she probably was right there in one of these hot spots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But if you look around other spots, instead of northeast, you know what I'm saying, look more south or more west, you know what I mean, you might, find some more pockets, you know what I'm saying? So you see Moab, Utah, way over here near Arches National Park, near Canyonlands. You got Moab, huh? You see Moab, huh? Moab. Uh, so, why was this Morocco Moabite Estebanico coming in this area here, right? Why did he feel like he had some claim around this area, huh? Yeah, man. See, Israelites have already been in this frequency war, in real time war, with these Moabites, with these Ammonites, with these, all these, you got the Arnon River, Antioch, everyone on this other side of the border. You see the borders and all that stuff. So you see it really playing out in real time. This is not rename places and all that stuff they want you to say. Oh, it's all been renamed recently. Nah, this is the old world. This is the ancient world. So yeah, she's warning about a particular, place in what looks like northeastern Utah. You know what I'm saying? So that's not speaking on all of Utah. That's a specific spot in Provo that she's talking on. The same thing with Colorado. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. But yeah, pa. Let's get a couple more minutes of this.
so anything you see that I haven't read, and of course along the eastern United States where I'm originally from, it's a cold climate. I would suggest that you get off the East Coast as well as the West Coast. As you see, I have it highlighted. And of course, Cannibal, you don't want to go to Canada.
Mm.
They're known to do some very uh, suspicious things. So I posted a few links in some of the Facebook groups, people that were traveling by van, traveling by RV, and living off the grid in general. So, and of course, the problem that we have with Mexico is
And just right quick on Canada, I mean, yeah, you got a lot of territory, a lot of, native territory, I mean, yeah, that's just a lot of it's a lot of land when you talk Canada, which is great, but you just don't know, what I'm saying? So be careful wherever you go. We never advocate you going to one particular place. We never said you must come here, you must go there, you must be here by this time, you must do this by that time. We say keep the code and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared. You gotta stock up on what you gotta do if you're gonna wait it out. If you're gonna get your bug out on, you gotta have a bug out bag. If you wanna know what's to go in your bug out bag, there's plenty of videos for that. You know what I'm saying? So the sister, is really just popping off her own expertise based on her own travels, man. And she's taking a whole tour, just to see, where the vibe is, you know what I'm saying? What's feeling good in different places. And again, I don't speak for the entire state or the entire city, But this is her conjecture, like she said, like this is her experience, and I take it very, you know what I'm saying, strongly, you know what I mean, because I know I got a strong aqua, and she wants to let us know what's popping, man. And she said, yeah, Canada got the cannibals, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh man. Then now we talking Mexico. She got a big X with gangs, so I guess there's a lot of gangs in Mexico. We already know.
See here, indicated on the bottom part of my map, excuse my drawing, okay, is that you've got X gangs, a lot of gangs, and you don't get caught up in any of that. And there's a lot of that. And moving to that area, I find, although I didn't go on my trip this time, I have been to Mexico several times. And you definitely want to stay in the tourism areas. But if you're trying to get away from people, that's what the problem seems to be with these areas that I have outlined in red.
And you, my naga, might have a whole nother experience, and I'm not telling my nagas, go to Mexico and just, be cool with all the gangs. But I'm from LA, so when you say gangs, that's just part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? So you would never say, don't move to Inglewood because there's a gang of gangs. It's about how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the respect you got is what it is. Ain't nobody trying to pick on you because, oh man, what you doing in Inglewood? What you doing in South Central? What you doing in Watts? What you doing in Compton? You know what I'm saying? What you doing in Long Beach? You know what I mean? Maybe if you, look like a, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, it's about your experience. It's about your experience. If you go to Mexico, with a strong countenance, man, and respect, you might not have no issue from none of these gangs. They may keep all that within their family, within their stuff, and be like, oh, okay, now he ain't even a part of this. You know what I'm saying? The same way that, most of the situations would be, but we can't speak for everybody and everything because your frequency is your frequency. If you spend time behind the wall, same thing. How you carry yourself, your frequency, your demeanor go a long way. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's experience is different, you know what I mean? So Mexico still could be the spot for you. Don't let the gangs throw you off. Don't go on fear. Not that that's what she's trying to do, but you got gangs over here, cannibals up here. Like your Canadian flow might be a lot different. I lived in Canada for a whole year, in British Columbia. But I, in that time, traveled through Saskatchewan and different areas up there, and found nothing but AHOP. You know what I mean? But that don't mean cannibals ain't up there. But we got cannibals in LA. We got cannibals in New York. We got cannibals in Florida. So you got cannibals in Mexico. But again, you got paradise too. You know what I mean? So it's all about your experience, and I appreciate the sister for sharing her experience, man. Check out Children of It's Real out here. My sister Vivica, Greenhouse Homestead. Hey, popping off in real time. I'm just enjoying this with y'all, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying your comments, enjoying your flow, enjoying what's coming out of Drop Nation, man. Every single day, every single day, we checking in, we see things, popping up. Somebody left a link here. Did I click on this one yet? Let's see. I think this might be.
What's at stake in the September 4th?
Oh, dodge the hijack. This might be some Utah mountain drop. This might be some mountain drop. I'm just getting some drop. Like, I'm literally just surfing the wave with my nagas in the comments, man. This is Drop Nation, man. Let's get, y'all want to belly flop in this a little bit? This is one of them Terry Carter drops. Love to Terry Carter. Fair use. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's belly flop with Terry Carter and see what he's talking about. And Utah mountains had ancient old world gold miners. Okay.
An empire. It leaves one thinking, what exactly is the Western Roman Empire?
Whoa, he just came out swinging. What exactly is the Western Roman Empire? Because wasn't that like the OG? You know what I'm saying? But they try to act like it's just all over there. But we know now that we got Remani. He's probably going to think Romans, like white people. We know Riman is a Hebrew word for pomegranate. And why is it pomegranates on the garments, my naga? To talk about you being in the promised land, my naga. Pomegranata, the granatas, the granata, Nova Granada. Granada is pomegranata. Why are there pomegranates on your garments? We're talking about the Granada, the pomegranaga, promised land. Yeah. Caleb, Joshua had to prove they was in the promised land, had to go on a scout mission to get the pomegranates, the Riman. So don't let them take your title when you know it's your title. They are not the Roman, and they are not the Riman, and they definitely ain't no Rimani. You are all that. You are the pomegranate Rimani. This is a great map. I think we got this in the map pack because it looks very familiar. And I know I got a Cibola around it. Cibola. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let him break it down. But he just says I might have to back it up a little bit. Oh, we got the Kalelus artifact. Okay, I gotta get it from the top. I gotta get it from the top. Cause he went right in, so I gotta get a couple minutes of this, y'all. From the top, let's go.
That's okay if you don't believe me. Today, my research is pretty much centered around the.
Wow, so he's doing recon directly on the recon that we've been dropping for years. We've been dropping Nephi North weekly at 432 to Drop Radio, Treasures of Utah, Forbidden Histories, Managa. All these are Daniel Lowe's books, so he's about to dig into the hard bone of a lot of our recon. Hey man, who dropped this, man? I gotta give you some AI, man. Gotta give you some AI. Who dropped this drop, man? Who dropped this drop? Love to Aunt B, man. Aunt B, you got to drop, man. You got to drop, Aunt B. You know what I'm saying? All y'all got to drop over here. You know, just dropping it, man. Letting us know what time it is, man. In real time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got some more? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a piece of this. And then my bro right here, love to Ill Fate 7, who dropped some drip drop on this lost history. Lost history of the flat earth. So he said there's some drip drop in here. So, all right, Managa, we wave surfing. Only here when you go from Treasures of Utah, you know what I'm saying, to lost history of the flat earth, man. So, yeah, this is Drop Nation. This is what we do. This is what we've been doing. Make sure we got plenty of time for a great double dismount. You know we like them perfect 10 dismounts. Nadia Comaneci's, you know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot. We dodged a lot of static together this time around. And let's get a couple things for the dismount. Love to Aunt B, man. For real, for real. Man, this might be, this would normally be a whole separate drop. I could tell already because he's about to just come in swinging. Let's go.
On the untold mysteries, the untold histories. If there's a mystery somewhere on this continent, I'm probably up to my eyeballs in it. I'm not so much a treasure hunter, and that's okay if you don't believe me. I didn't come here today to convince you or prove to you that my research is accurate, true, and correct. That's something you have to do for yourself. I started this research, diving into this 30 some odd years ago, and I did it for me. And my reasons for doing this is I just plain simply had to know the truth.
So, Shalak, this might actually be Daniel. I never knew what the guy looked like. I didn't know if he was alive still. I know you got to get the book directly from him. When we bought Nephi North, I think his wife had emailed us, and confirmed to send it. So, as well as Treasures of Utah. So, this might be Daniel Lowe. I don't know if it. So yeah, Daniel Lowe shares with us his research at the Moon Lake Gathering. Managa, this is Daniel Lowe. I didn't know. Did you know? So a lot of our recon is based on his recon, and he likes to drop breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying? You know, doesn't like to give all his sources up and stuff. So we got to do other recon into Cyclone Covey and other stuff to try to fill in the gaps. But he does great work. He's been doing great work. And, we don't agree about this Roman situation. In his book, he wants to paint that as a white civilization, some Roman white people. And again, we're the Romani, those are the real Hebrews that are already here. So we don't call this a Roman Jewish colony. We call this a Hebrew Naga colony that's already here. It's not a colony. Actually, it's an empire. So they call it a colony. We know this is the land of Prester John. This is the land of the Prester. Simple and plain. So this is Daniel Lowe. All right, let's go. Now I'm excited, man. Let's fall back, get some of this Daniel Lowe drop. Let's go.
So I got some things here, but we have all been schooled on the expeditions of the Europeans coming to the Americas. We have all heard that Columbus was the first European to discover the Americas. We've also been told here in Utah that Escalante was the first European to have traveled this place here in Utah. Some of us know better. I think the majority here that there's too much evidence that surfaced over the year that shows this is likely not the case. Although there are many things that causes one to raise his eyebrows, one of the many discoveries that I personally proved to myself is authentic is the discovery and the authenticity of the Tucson lead crosses.
Hallelujah.
Some of you have probably heard of them. Some of them, I'm sure, have never heard of them. The Tucson lead crosses are a group of some 30 artifacts that were unearthed in Caliche, a Caliche deposit in Tucson, Arizona, 1924. Had not the private sector been deeply involved in this discovery, I doubt that you would have ever heard of them. What does it have to do with northeastern Utah? Written upon these artifacts was found the story of Roman colonies having arrived here at a time of the known rise of the Western Roman Empire, 775. 775. The text also speaks of previous visits to the America as early as 100 BC, with the people disappearing and returning to their country of origin at the fall of the Western Roman Empire.
And that's just where we start to splinter off, because these artifacts never say about their place of origin, that they're going to Europe over there or anything like that. They're talking about, different lands that they're coming about that may or may not be lands that they've been before. These are Nagas, writing about their particular journeys, throughout all of this India Superior. So you can't relegate it, just like the same thing with Horace Butler. You can't say because someone's writing about crossing a sea, that doesn't mean they crossed the Atlantic Ocean from Africa. They try to put their conjecture on this. Oh, they're crossing the sea. But back then, there were seas all over the place. The land masses looked a lot different. The oceans and the seas were a lot different. A lot of Utah was a big, giant sea and all that stuff. So, because they're crossing the sea, you can't conjecture that to being, oh, they must be from the other world. Like, that's what they want so that they can try to claim this. Because once they claim that these are European artifacts, right, then now these Europeans are now laying claim on the civilization, the Naga civilization right here in America. Now they're saying, oh, well, we jump-started all this. Everybody wants to claim this. I got a book right here called India Once Ruled the Americas by Gene Matlock, about how little India ruled big dragon India Superior, which is BS, right? Because we know that this is India Superior. But because you're finding Indian style artifacts in the Grand Canyon and everywhere. You want to try to say, oh, it must have been, it's the same play. You know what I mean? Oh, this must be a voyage. This must be a colony of people from India. Or this is India Superior. Oh, this must be some type of Roman colony. Or this is where the Reman are. This is where the pomegranate Reman are, right? So the more you hear Roman colony, think about what Reman means, right? The more you hear Roman colony, think about the Hebrew word of the day. Now, they took a lot of these links down. Hopefully they got a little something up here for us. Hebrew word of the day, Reman, right? So all they did was put an O, and then they, Roman, right? Roman, they put an A here, and then they put an O here. They changed the vowels, but it's still the same Reman, which only refers to these new beginnings, but that's when they hijacked into the Rosh Hashanah. And they took a lot off this link. They used to break down a lot more, but here's some more to it. Reman, the Hebrew for both pomegranate and grenade. So you got something popping off, right? You got these pomegranates popping off like a grenade. These are the Reman, turned into Roman. You get it? You dig it? It's a Hebrew word of the day, my nigga. Okay. So when I say that they're not the Remani, they're not the real Roman, I'm saying it's because they're not the real pomegranates. They're not the real grenade, right? They're not the real Reman, the pomegranate. 12, 12 spies brought back from their surveillance mission. Reman has been in use long before the advent of modern warfare. So whether you're talking Reman or Remanim, as the plural, this is a Hebrew word referring to the pomegranate. Them hijacks are not, they can't represent us. They can't represent this pomegranate that is on, what am I, bro, Dragon Child? That's why I love this drop chatter, man. That's why I love the drop chatter. Chat. What did my bro Dragon Child just drop on her headphone? Didn't he? Didn't he though? Dragon Child, you got the drop, bro. You got the drop, bro. Why were they showing pomegranates in this scene under the Taliban rule? They showing some Afghana roots. Afghana is the son of Jeremiah. Afghan is named after Jeremiah's bond. And yeah, there's pomegranates, palms and bells, right? On the border of Aaron's, the garment for the priest, the priestly robe, blue, purple, red, help us build our fence, my nigga. He pause everything and help us build our fence for Joy World. But my noggin, this is what we're talking about. Blue, purple, red. Pomegranate. Con. Hey, right on time, Dragon Child, for the Hebrew word of the day. So when you hear Roman, know they're getting it from the Reman or the Riman, which means pomegranate. When you see Granada on these maps, it's short for pomegranate, talking about the promised land, right, where Joshua had the 12 spies and they had a surveillance mission to get the pomegranate, right, the red crown top fruit, right, healing properties, abundance, fertility, right. Rema, pomegranate. Who's the Remani? Everybody? Is it the hijack or is the Reman you? So don't let these hijacks call the hijack you. Don't let the hijack call the hijack Roman. Don't let the hijack call the hijack Remani. Because the hijack can't be the Remani if they don't represent the pomegranate. Simple Hebrew word of the day. My Naga, Rema. Hey, we just popping off. I told y'all, man, the indigenous truth is always on time. Cause where they finding these pomegranates, we're talking Udall, we're talking some great drop here. Love to Terry Crew, Terry Carter, Terry Crew. Love to Daniel Lowe. Let's go. And just remember these artifacts, these Roman artifacts, are Rimani. All right, they are the real pomegranate Naga artifacts. So now you got it straight. We can see clearly that they can't be you, they can't be me. They can steal the titles, but it can't be you, my Naga.
If you're not familiar with this discovery of the Tucson lead crosses, feel free to search it out on Google. Be warned, the academics don't want you to know about it or to believe it. You make that decision. I have often wondered why there are certain things discovered and some put forth. Such a great effort to discredit, diffuse, and keep you from knowing. And yet some of the most seeming ridiculous things they seem to ignore and encourage. I'll bet many of you have wondered why. Why do they care? What difference does it make who discovered America? I personally don't think it really has anything to do with who discovers America. I think it has everything to do with the unknown history of this place we live, here in the West, this continent. There is another aspect of history that it would appear an all-out effort has been implemented in an effort to hide the truth from you. And it is part of our history. It is much more personal. It's your lineage, your history. Where did you come from? Who are you?
Whose lineage? Whose history? Where did who come from? Who are who, my Naga? So everything he's saying is referring to the actual Naga, the actual Negro, so-called African American, found here by the European. They're talking about lineage, and that's why they keep putting their titles in this, the Roman, Jewish. What's a Jewish? They didn't even know about Hebrew in Europe in the 8th century, my Naga. In 8th century, these Christians, whatever they call themselves, didn't even know about Hebrew. So how can they have anything to do with the Hebrew? So when they say Jewish, they're saying the people that don't know shit, that converted under King Bulan later in the 8th, 9th century. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know about you. They just found out about Hebrew. But Columbus brought a Hebrew interpreter to talk to you. Man, dodge the hijack, man. Dodge the hijack, man. I mean, for real, we gotta dodge this hijack. We gotta dodge it, man. Where you going, hijack? You know where I'm going, man. I'm going to Hijack City. The hijack stay in Hijack City, man. Hop on the train. The train's never late. Let's go.
You'd be pretty surprised to find out exactly who you descend from.
Who you talking to? Just hear that last piece back and just know he's talking directly to you. He think he's talking to his people. Oh, we're part of Prince Madoc and all these princes and royals, man. My wife found out she's related. They love that story. No, you have nothing to do with this, hijack. Hijack, you have nothing to do with this, America.
And it is part of our history. It is much more personal. It's your lineage, your history. Where did you come from? Who are you? I think some of you would be pretty surprised to find out exactly who you descend from. Many of you have heard of the Knights Templars, and we've heard all the academic views about who they are. A bunch of guys who became powerful, rich, ran around the world trying to hide a little wooden cup. And about none of it's true.
I love these maps because they act like they didn't know anymore, right? They stop right here and they stop right there. But then you said, oh, does North America even exist? Did you stop right here because you didn't want to paint in the rest of Asia? And this is the part that you're remixing into this United States business? When this is just India Superior, but you didn't want to put it on the map then, so you act like, we don't know any of this stuff. But we knew all this detail. All this detail. Nothing here, boss. Dodge your own damn hijack.
Just to conclude this part, I'll say that the Knights Templars had a very specific purpose, and a righteous one at that, and they were very good at it. And it wasn't traveling around the world trying to hide a massive accumulated treasure. And they certainly weren't trying to hide a little wooden cup from the rest of the world. What does this have to do with northeastern Utah? Their objective was very different in coming to this land compared to all others whose prime motive was greed. Many here tonight thought that I came here to talk about Spanish treasure stories. My interests lie much deeper than Spanish treasure or even the Spanish occupation. My interests are in why. Were the cartographers of the day just guessing? Now please understand this map that you're looking at. Assuming Rick got it right. This map is from 1575, just 62 years after the first explorer, Juan Ponce de Leon, underwent his land expedition from Florida to the west, with Coronado not far behind him in about 1540, from Mexico City to...
I can't make this stuff up, my naga. Didn't we just say that we digging on the Coronado expeditions? Didn't we just drop on the Coronado and then the bro shoots us a link with Daniel Lowe himself breaking down Coronado? You see Cibola on the map where Estebanico died in the Zuni Cibola complex in Hawaku, New Mexico. You see how this is connecting? This is not me. Daniel Lowe doing his whole presentation. Y'all surfing the wave, dropping links. We got the books out, reading from the hard copies, giving out putting all the information on the ether pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all happening.
To today's New Mexico today.
They go.
How did they manage to accomplish so much in such a short time? Where are all the exploration documents to accommodate all the notations on this map? I have a collection of 180 recognized exploration documents translated into English from the late 1800s. Where's the history of all these places you see on this map? I haven't read all of them, but I've read a lot of them. And there's no way they did all that in that short period of time. On this 1652 map, notice California is recorded as an island. Why? The academics claim it was a mistake. But what they don't tell you is that prior to the cataclysmic event, about 2,000 years ago, much of California was indeed an island. But how did these Spanish cartographers know this? Notice the Gulf of California.
Yeah, I know y'all hear a bunch of children in the background. That's not my droplets, man. All right, that's not my droplets. All right, let's go.
California, as it extends all the way to modern-day Las Vegas. What happened? It just might have been an event that you might have heard of, but it didn't happen 250 million years ago, over a period of 1 million years or so. It likely happened a mere 1,100 years ago, and in one day. the Colorado Plateau Uplift, the event of which is documented by several different cultures. Of the many cultures that have come here in the past includes people known today as Altai Mongolians, Hebrew.
Uh-oh. Hebrews, huh? You see, these people like to give your heritage away, but we see clearly, man. Let's go.
Chinese, the Indians of India,
India superior.
Indo-Greeks, Welsh, Scots, Portuguese, and Romans, not just the Spanish. But of those in 80 times, why do they all seem to be looking for the same place? By the way, I did leave out the French. A certain place that appears on several maps, a place called Septimania, with a lake named Kapala, surrounded by 7 cities in a land called Calais or Calicus. Why? What is so important about this place on the south flank of the Uinta Mountains?
And this map is on your Ether Pack, my naga. I think Ether Pack 1 got it, man. So, hey, we right there surfing the wave.
There are some who have a hard time believing that man has been building boats and coming to this continent for near 5,000 years. I'm of the opinion that man has been building boats ever since that guy Noah built one. Just a few facts you can feel free to consider, but certainly don't take my word for it. Originally, this get-together was to be at Moon Lake. So the distances I am about to give are based upon being at Moon Lake by the lodge. Okay, so within 40 miles of where we sit, of course, that would be at Moon Lake, is over 100 mine locations, at least 13 cache sites, and several other things, and I'm certain even more. Approximately 800 yards from here is an old Spanish mine, which was blasted shut sometime after the Moon Lake Dam reconstruction project in 1938. Some of you got to see that the other day. 1,600 yards from here is where the famous Don Foot writings were found, which no longer exist, believed to have been intentionally destroyed. Roughly 650 yards from here is located one of the most famous mines in the Uintas, known as the Sacred Mine of the Utes, also known as the Church Mine, and some call it the Rhodes Mine. About 1.8 miles from here is one of the larger mining projects of the past, but certainly is not the largest in the Uintas. And it is the primary reason the trail running up the west side of Moon Lake exists today. Some would have you believe the Forest Service created that trail. However, it has been here for a very long time. The mine workings extend another 1.5 miles up the canyon and have been worked as far back as 1200 AD. Another is about 1.1 miles from where we would be sitting and could have been seen from that very spot. That's about 2 miles in length. About 5 miles from that point is buried some of the most respected Shoshone chiefs previously thought to be Ute. And it is one of the few reasons why the Ute tribe to this day would rather you not be there. 13 miles from that place, as a crow flies, is the largest tunnel shaft mining operation of the past. The mine dump covers 3.5 acres. It's an average of 70 feet thick. It is believed.
Naga, this is why they can't have you being a Naga in NAGAVILLE. I'm gonna leave the link. You know what I mean? You can keep it going. I mean, I already know it's a lot of drop. You know what I mean? But my Naga, like, this is why you can't be here. You can't claim to be an American. We just talking about Arizona. We ain't talking about all of America, Mexico, Canada. That's my Naga, like NAGAVILLE, India Superior. You can't go around claiming to be the Rahman. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, stop playing, man. They always on some play. You can't go around claiming to be the copper color Khan found here, my Naga. Nah, you can't do that. You know what comes with that? Everything. Fruit of the boom, fruit of the grenade, that granada, that Rahman, that Rahmani. You can't go around talking Rahman. It's much easier to give your title away because you are that grenade. You're that dragon popping off. You that Dracan coon popping off. My Naga. Hey man, I'm glad we had this chit chat today. I'm glad we got through the static we got through. Overcame what we had to overcome. And those, if you're still here, man, you made it to this point, maybe belly flop. You said, man, I'm just going to belly flop to the dismount. Got no droppy going in on the dismounts. Shout out to my Nagas that, are always making the dismount. Because, I enjoy a dismount. How about you? I enjoy these dismounts. I said we're going to do a double dismount into some flat earth drop, but just know that's why you can't claim to be you. You know what I'm saying? Because all these hundreds of mines he's talking about is your stuff. All these shafts, all this digging, all this extraction. You think they got more from them continents over there or from this one right here? You talking gold rush on gold rush on gold rush on gold rush on gold rush. Don't let them fool you into thinking, oh, it's not that much resources in America. Everything's coming from Africa. Really, that's weird because everybody wants to be here. With all the resources everywhere else, seems like everywhere in the world, they just want to be in Malibu. They just want a home in the Hampton Hills, man. You know, they just want to be here. I mean, not because of the politics, maybe, I'm just saying because of what's here, this frequency, this weather, this vortex. You the pomegranate. You are the red mine. You're the Roman. So we don't have to make it about some visiting Romans and yada yada. You are the Roman. But you do remember even what even when they hijacked the Roman title, they still look like you, right? Right? Right, my nigga? You remember old Charlesy boy, right? Holy Roman Emperor Charles V, man, I'm never gonna take my foot off his neck bone, man. It's a family history we got. He understands. He gets it. Trust me, he gets me. Some of you knockers may not get me, but Charles V gets me perfectly clear. He knows exactly where I'm coming from. He knows exactly what I'm doing it for. He knows exactly why I could belly fly into the Inca list on a hijack's neck bone. Charles gets it. Hey, Charles, how you doing? I see you're over here hijacking a bunch of Inca emperors like Tupac Attack, and Atahualpa, and all the real ones. Can we get a close? Hey, Charlesy boy, I see you over here hijacking the fan band, bringing your Christian pagan cross. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a Roman. Ain't he a Roman? Look at how they try to paint these people white. Look at how they try to lighten up their faces. But look at their foreheads, my nigga. Look at their noses, my nigga. They didn't get blacker over time. They got lighter over time. Oh, Charles is the subsequent. Oh, that's the panel of the painting in Larco Museum in Lima, Peru that depicts the Inca emperors and the subsequent European emperor. So this is the European. And he also took the Roman title. He took the Roman title. Because see, Trey, you remember Charlesy, boy. We don't let him get too far away. We're going to put him right there with Jack in the Box, you know. Holy Roman. But you got to ask yourself, is he a Roman? Huh? Is this Roman a Rema? Hebrew word of the day, right? Is he a Rema? They just changed some vowels and to make him a Roman that wanted the pomegranate. He wanted the promised land. Look at him wanting. Look at his eyes. He's wanting. You won't see that in the eyes of Prester John because he got it. He got it. He got it. He wants it. He's always wanted it. His family wants it. So we don't take our foot off his neck bone. Look at him wanting. This Roman can't be a true Rema. And their Roman emperors, their emperor, their Roman Empire, it's not the same as our Roman Empire. See, our Roman is not their Roman. Our Roman is Prester John. That's a Roman. If you're just talking the pomegranate. Con. Yeah, man. So get the rest of that drop, great drop, you know what I'm saying? And I promise, man, we're going to do a double dismount into this Ryan Zell. Hey, shout out to Ryan Zell, man. Fair use, man. We're just going to dig on it for educational purposes, man. The fam who dropped this. And hey, hop again for all your comments. Ill Fate 7. So, yo, drop. I don't know if you've seen this, but this guy's on some drip drop. Bro, please let me know what you think. So, we're going to watch like the first 5 minutes, bro. And hey, if it's dope, man, we'll keep it going, man. We'll turn it into a series, man. I appreciate all y'all, though, man. I appreciate all my knockers in real time over here dropping that drip drop, man. And you know who you are. I don't get the time to shout everybody out all the time, man. But, y'all know I appreciate you, and I know that you here, man. And we all here together. You know what I'm saying? I know my knockers going through it. They got the mandates. Same BS in New York. Ours is official sometime in mid-September. So they're starting with the 2 largest cities in the U.S., and it'll be pretty easy to implement it over the rest of the U.S. if they're doing it in Cali and New York. So we see the play. All we got to say is tribe up, be KTC, and be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Utilize all that Survival 101 drop, all the drop, and know that it's all happening. And if it's all happening, it only means one thing, that it's really real. You know what I'm saying? That everything we've been talking about is real. Because it's all happening just like we're not wishing, chaos on our people. No, we're wishing freedom. In order to get that freedom, sometimes you have to go through this type of transition. But you got to remember, you wanted this. You want freedom, my nigga. Or do you just want peaceful slavery? Remember, we asked the question, dangerous freedom or peaceful slavery? You want to be a slave for life? HaWah's asking the same question. Hey, my niggas, is you a homeborn slave? Israel, is you a homeborn slave? Are you born to be a slave? Is that why I created you? Is that why I anointed you, my firstborn bonds and bond? Are you serious? Is this what you want to be? You want to be a part of the cryptocurrency movement? You want virtual reality stuff? You already lost your things. Now you want fake. You want fake things too? You're already dealing with paper and plastic. How fake you want to get? Is you a homeborn slave? Yeah, I know it's real out here, man, because they really believe in it more and more. They believe in the bullshit. Before it was like they, you know, were kind of like still trying to figure it out. Now you just got your own people that really believe the bullshit, believe the numbers, believe that not getting the tenderoni shot creates some type of contagion of the people that chose not to get this tenderoni shot that's now affecting the people that's supposed to have gotten the super duper tenderoni shot that protects you from all the tenderoni. So you get a shot to protect you from the tenderoni, but then you don't feel that protected because you're still a part of the outbreak. And a lot of these outbreaks are 70% people that got the tenderoni jab. You know what I'm saying? So their numbers is crazy. So they're arguing with fake numbers and stuff that they can't really back up. So they sound really crazy. And then they saying, oh, we just conspiracy acting crazy. And, we just want to be sick people or something. I don't know, man. So, hey, if you get the tenderoni shot, that's supposed to protect you. The whole point is that you can't imagine a scenario where everyone is going to get the tenderoni super shot. That's not something that, is even really perceivable. So the whole point of getting that tenderoni jab is to protect you because everybody ain't going to get the super duper shot, right? So you get it knowing that everybody ain't going to get it. Don't get it and then get mad at people that don't get it. You got it for the reason of the contagion because you knew people weren't going to get it, right? So you got it to protect you from whatever's out there and the people that don't want to be protected, right? But then you get it and you get mad at the people that quote unquote don't want to be a part of this experiment. And it is an experiment after all. There ain't no long-term test. They can't just make them up out they, butt bone, right? So if there's no long-term test, my nigga, that means you're the test subject. And not even that. I think they know exactly what this is going to do. I don't even think this is a test. So you've been warned. Tribing up is a part of your survival 101. You know what I mean? To have a couple families that you could rock with and, roll KTC with and, you know what I'm saying, really have each other's, true, wall of protection, like truly be a wall of protection. Like that's, like you don't want to be doing that while you're in panic mode. You don't even want it to get to that point. You want to already be in sync with your couple families, a few families, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we said. Like we never thought it was feasible to, you know, tribe up 1,000 families and people, some, great, Moshe Exodus, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not, that's not at the center, you know what I mean, of, what we're manifesting, you know what I mean? We're talking about you as a unit getting with a couple other units. Because, by the time HaWah's ready for the Moshe Exodus, you're going to already be in these units, you know what I'm saying? So, get with a couple families, if it's one other family, if it's a couple other people, make sure they're KTC because that's going to really, play a big role. You don't want to be just saying, oh, we're going to survive together, but he praying to his God, she praying to her God. Like you're trying to have a Moshe Exodus. So you don't want that, you know what I'm saying? So the whole point of us doing everything we've done throughout the years is to develop a core group of code keepers and code keeping families and a few people that, we know we can trust and rock with. And, you know what I'm saying? We move in silence and we flow. A couple things we do public, like, raising money for our fence. You know what I'm saying? It's a public project. We want you in on it. We want you to see it. We want you to witness it. Privately, we're going to keep doing this anyway, my nigga. But this is for you to have some type of flow and some track record with us, you know what I'm saying? To where, we can have a framework to always come back to and say, yeah, we did this. But, you're only going to see so much publicly, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's not how a Naga move. But we see you. Faith in God is all you need. Halal HaWah is what we say. And, my Naga just, know that frequency, counts really for everything. You know what I mean? The frequency of your diet, the frequency of your conversations, the frequency of your thoughts. So be in the highest frequency, you'll know what to do, you'll know where to be, my Naga, you know what I'm saying? Halal HaWah. All of the Lord's shares are multiples of 500. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. You just got to be a little more clear. Woo got it. Woo got it. I mean, you probably saying something, man. I just don't, can't belly flop into it. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual awakening. It's been a serious revolution, a personal study. I am not a hijack. More and more war is real. Just don't understand when I came in peace. Okay, he's talking. I don't know who he's talking. I guess you had war with somebody. He's curious since you know this is about Muskegee. Why do you give so much? Why, who you talking, man? Okay, he's on. Whoa. See, here's the thing, spiritual awakening. You're all over the place. All right, you're all over the place. You got to slow down. You got to choose a video. Right? You got to choose a place you want to, have your war of words. Say your things, because as soon as you say I'm not a hijack, as soon as you say that, we're gonna start looking at you, like you might just be a hijack. Because someone who truly ain't a hijack, these words will never even come out their mouth, because they know they're not. They know they're not a hijack, and hijack free Naga know that you're gonna feel that frequency, so they would never have to say I am not a hijack. You know what I mean? So I don't know who you talk to. I don't want to just pop off on you because you might not be talking to me, but you did leave a couple comments on a couple videos. All right, so I don't even know if you're talking to me. I'm just gonna say, you say I'm just curious since you know this is about Muskegee Moses. Uh-huh. Why do you give me so much shit? More and more, right? It's confusing. You're saying it, bro. All right, because it's confusing. Look. You say you're not a hijack. You said I'm not a hijack. But you do know it's confusing, right? Because my energy frequency vibration is always pure and healthy. Bro, that means your words gotta match that. This pureness and this healthiness have to be in your words, man. But you just said, why do you give me so much shit? Where's the purity in that? Where's the healthiness in that? And where's the clarity in what you're asking? I'm just curious, since you know about Muskegee Moses, why do you give me so much shit? Who are you, man? I mean, that's all I want to say. Who are you? Who am I giving shit to? Are you Thoth? Is this hold up? Is this Thoth going under spiritual awakening title? Hey Thoth, look, the reason I give you so much shit, Thoth, is because they still give a shit. And when they stop giving a shit, I'll stop giving you so much shit. I hope that answers your question, man. But I don't know about this pure and healthy frequency. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. You got to rethink your. You said it's not. You said it's confusing. So fuck it. You said it's confusing. You see what we got to go through, my noggin, man, in real time, man. And these are the awakened ones, right? But there's a difference between being awake and being aware, my noggin. We're the awareness community. We're not awake. We're aware, my noggin. There's a big difference. Tonya 1016 Tater. Okay. Shalom drop. I saw this video that you might get a kick out of. You covered this topic before. What you got, Tony? What you got? We making a double dismount, you know what I'm saying? We might have to triple it up. This might be something, a lot of times my knockers be on the same wave. Be dropping the same things, you know what I'm saying? Because they be surfing the same.
Some of the amazing robotic creations that were built.
Yeah. Y'all remember this? Yeah, we got on that Hans and Sophia. That's crazy because we just said Hans and Sophia, and Aqua called it right up for us, man. Yeah, when we talk Silence of Fire Line, we talking these AIs. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're gonna get back on that neck bone as well. Hey, hi, my sister Tony. Donald Matthews, this stone looks like a lapis lazuli. Oh, he's talking about the beautiful stone in my Naga scepter. Yeah, love to my lady, my sister Kakma Shaloma. Click the link below to get the drop on your Naga scepter. Yeah, this is a beautiful Naga scepter. Got beautiful Hebrew on it. It's talking about being wavy. And it got the KTC on it. And it's beautiful. And it has a stone. And she said it's not a lapis lazuli. She said it is a blue sapphire. But I too thought it was a lapis lazuli. Love to the family. Donald Matthews. Again, click that link below to get the drop on the Naga scepter. Matter of fact, oh yeah, you wanted the ether pack. How can I request it? Pack 1, pack 2. Get your ether packs, my Naga. Get the ether packs. And click the links below for that as well. It makes a difference. Oh yeah, that 432-440. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all been dropping some drop, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? I can keep going, and I can keep going, and I can keep going, and you're gonna get, this beautiful conversation. We work really hard to get, this amount of frequency coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do our best to keep the static out, you know what I mean, and have a hijack free environment. Sometimes you might get a hijack, that thinks they're awake, but they admit that they're just confused. So at the end of the day, the hijack's gonna tell on themselves, man. I'ma holler at you though, man. That's kind of strange, man. I want to see what he's talking about. Hey, man, double dismount. We out of here, baby. I said we out of here, baby. Support Joy World. Please click the link below. We really need you, my Nagas. Let's pop off together. Let's do it together. This is beautiful. Something that we can manifest and just be in real time, man, and give us something to focus on and have a focal point. KTC. MHOE. We good? We good for the Nadia Comaneci Perfect 10. Matter of fact, we're gonna make it a Spiral 9. Love to the bro. Let's see what this is all about, man. The bro said they got the drippy drop sauce. Well, let go.
Once you are awake, it is almost impossible to fall back to sleep again. Once you discover that the earth is not a spinning globe, but a flat and stationary plane with a firmament above it, everything changes.
It's very dramatic, y'all, but let's just see, let's see a few minutes. This is a 6-hour drop, so might be worth belly flopping. We'll see. But yeah, it's pretty dramatic, man. Let's go.
The trusted voices and satanic scientific priests who once shaped our reality and understanding of the world are no longer reliable. Our first-hand experience of the Earth as a stationary realm is at odds with their fabricated narrative of space and spinning planets. The scarring of our land and the barbaric mining of Earth's once majestic giant trees is at odds with the history books and geological narrative. And the awake are left wondering, what on earth happened? If they've lied about the Earth, space, and the destruction of our flat realm, then how can we trust the official mainstream historical narrative? The historical narrative, like the heliocentric model, does not make sense. It doesn't add up. And all it takes is a closer examination, and their lies, which have governed our understanding of history and the world since our birth, begin to fall apart. Let's stir the mind with a few contemplations. We are told that the first true power tool was invented in 1895 when a German company combined an electric motor with a manual drill. The drill weighed 16.5 pounds and required multiple operators. It wasn't until 1957 that a company called Bosch began designing power tools in bulk that were both economical and powerful. So then how did our historical ancestors, a more primitive, underdeveloped people, design and build some of the structures we encounter? What about all the gigantic monolithic stones we encounter that have been cut with such precision? Ask yourself, could you repeat this today with the arsenal of equipment we have at our disposal? And what about the magnificent ancient stepwells of the East? Stepwells, we are told, were multi-storied wells built by our primitive ancestors as ways to preserve the water supply during droughts. But look at the intricacy and complexity of these structures. Look at the glory and the finesse. Look at the geometric precision. All dug out and crafted from using hand tools. Yeah, right. What about the gigantic canal networks we find all over the world? The Erie Canal in America was allegedly built between 1817 and 1825. There were no civil engineers in America at this time. The people responsible for planning construction were novices, we are told. The canal is 12 meters wide and 4 meters deep. The Erie Canal spans 363 miles. But this was not just a case of digging each day for the Irish immigrants and their oxen companions. They had to fell hundreds of trees as they passed through the virgin forest. They had to build complicated aqueducts and locks, and they had to pass through the Niagara Escarpment, an 80-foot-high wall of hard limestone. They had to use black powder to blast through this, we are told, as dynamite had yet to be invented. The canal spans 363 miles and was constructed over an 8-year period. This means that on average, 1 mile was completed every 8 days. What a record, especially since those responsible were novices, and power tools and dynamite were yet to be invented. I can tell you now, the so-called early settlers of the Americas did not build these canal systems. And what of the grand and magnificent castles scattered across our realm? Did you know that most were designed and constructed without plumbing systems and methods to heat rooms properly? The royal and the elite of the past were content without having the accessible necessities of survival just as long as they could live within the grand and the glorious, while the peasants, in their modest abodes, enjoyed warmth throughout the long dark winters? I don't think so. And of course, there is the impossibility of the Great Giza Pyramid Complex. The pyramids, we are told, were constructed somewhere around 2500 BC. The Great Pyramid itself consists of 2.3 million blocks of limestone and granite, and its overall structure weighs 6 million tons. The largest granite stones weigh between 20 and 80 tons each. 20 tons is 20,000 kilograms. These blocks were carved from quarries with copper chisels and allegedly transported from 800 kilometers away. The so-called experts can only theorize that a vast amount of slave labor was required. Being gullible and falling for the official narrative of slave labor is one thing, but can someone please explain how the air shafts of the Great Pyramid align so neatly with the circumpolar stars? And then there is the curious case of star forts, or what the official liars of the world call bastion forts. Developed in the late 15th and early 16th century, these forts, we are told, were designed during an era of gunpowder and the cannon. The geometric design offered a nation's military protection against blind spots during conflict. Of course they did. We all know that the best protection during war is to design a fort with such precise geometric patterning. Has any real historian ever stopped to think just how perfect the geometry is here? Our primitive ancestors did not have the technology to view structures from above, but they still managed to achieve this? Give me strength. There is no way. We could not produce such perfect geometry on this scale today. We've been fooled once again. We have been indoctrinated with a false historical narrative and timeline. And, like the silly heliocentric model, all it takes is a closer look at this narrative and things soon start to fall apart, and the lies become so blatantly evident. Because of their satanic lies, piecing together an accurate, honest historical timeline has become an impossible Rubik's Cube. The official narrative, a Pandora's box, only offering us tiny clues, half-truths, and deceptions. The stitchings of our true historical timeline have been loosened. The contents erased and muddled before we were even born into this world. And herein lies the problem. How to know where you are going if you don't know where you are in the first place?
Bang.
But you see, awakening is truly a gift. Once awake, we learn that we've always had the answers right in front of us. We've always had more than we know. But we had to regain our sight first before things started falling into place. Before things started to make a little more sense.
You had to get KTC. You had to see clearly. That's what a dragon is in etymology. To see clearly is a dragon, is a drakan. The one with the deadly glance. Deadly for who? Fierce or violent towards who is the dragon? Do you see clearly? For the dismount.
And here we are again, viewer, at the precipice of another great journey. What if I told you that before us there existed a civilization that was responsible for the most advanced technology ever developed, and that it was their understanding of the workings of our flat realm that was key to their innovation? And what if I told you that it is highly likely that our true history as a people only begun just over 200 years ago? Would you think of me as mad once again?
Now, whose people? This is when we get into that whole Tartaria, situation, right? Because, they telling the truth on themselves. 200 years, right? But he can't speak for the Naga in NAGAVILLE.
Once again, do I sound as preposterous as when I first told you that the earth is flat? Perhaps. And that's why I need to show you. What I hope to show you is one of the greatest cover-ups of all time. It is on par with the heliocentric lie in its enormity and the impact it has upon humanity. And As I will try to show you, it is inextricable from the true nature of our flat realm Earth, and you cannot understand one without understanding the other. We cannot waste time, for we must journey in search of lost time. At its heart, this is a story about deception. It is also a story of endings and beginnings, of death and rebirth. And please bear with me. Due to the deceptions and falsities underpinning our historical narrative, this story cannot be told in a linear fashion. We need to go back and forth in time to really draw out something that brings us a little closer to the truth. It is also imperative to understand that, like much contemporary science, history as a discipline was corrupted a long time ago. At its most innocent, a lot of established historical narrative is guesswork. But at its worst, it is a set of lies agreed upon, as the so-called Napoleon put it so succinctly. We are going to be digging in the dark. No historian will be there to help us. We are alone in this journey. Our journey is a hunt for things buried in plain sight. And things may become a little uncomfortable at times, but it is necessary. We have been living a comfortable lie for far too long now.
So we said we get the babies out the bath water. So he's on an investigation. We've been on an investigation. Now this is when two investigations meet, right? And you continue to get the babies out the bath water. Let's get a little bit more for the dismount, man. I like his style, man. He definitely feels like he got, some drip drop, man. So I'm always here for the drop.
Come on, jump in and put your seatbelt on. For to understand our
Lego.
place in the world, we need to do the unthinkable. It's time for us to take a journey back to the future.
Lego. Okay, here we go.
Our journey begins in the unlikeliest of places. 19th century St. Petersburg. At the entrance to St. Isaac's Cathedral. The city cold, the early morning mists dissipated with the approach of the sun, and our boots caked in mud. The year is 1860, and while St. Petersburg stands regal and proud, its inhabitants are nowhere to be found. It is quiet, too quiet. The population of St. Petersburg in the 1860s was, we are told, roughly 500,000 people, and yet there is not a soul in sight. Where is everybody? The long shadow of Alexander Column gives us a clue as to the time of the sun's journey above this region. Long shadows only occur during morning or evening. It must be morning, but it appears that no one has surfaced yet. If we travel 400 miles across to Moscow, we see the same thing. Empty, quiet streets. In 1860, Moscow shared a similar population with St. Petersburg, roughly 500,000 citizens. But again, where is everybody? What about the rest of the world during this time period? Edinburgh, Scotland, 1840s. Copenhagen, Denmark, 1840s. Dresden, Germany, 1860s. Rio in Brazil, 1860s. Toronto, Canada, 1860s.
And again, I know he's going to take us on a journey. Some of these are paintings, what I'm saying? Some of these we don't know are what photographs or what authentic X, Y, and Z. It could be one shot out of other shots that are populated. Like, we haven't done that particular recon. So, for my knock in the back of the class, like, man, but it could be other pictures, what I'm saying, where people are, populated, that could just be one of, I feel you, we just have to surf his wave, he's just trying to take us on a fantastic voyage. A couple more minutes. Lego.
Athens in Greece, 1860s. And then London, finally, people. And what about Paris? People, life. The first photograph, we are told, was created in 1822. The art of photography relies on methods of juxtaposition, of comparison and contrast to deliver its message and sentiment. In these old photographs, we do not find the same deliberate techniques of juxtaposition that contemporary photographers craft into their art, but rather we find natural contrasts that are so important and central to navigating through our deceptive history. Contrast is a phenomenon, natural or artificial, in which meaning is generated and conveyed through the comparison of two opposing elements. When looking at 1860s Russia, there is an immediate contrast between the lack of population and the sheer size of these cities. Even in the 19th century, both Moscow and St. Petersburg are enormous. The infrastructure found in the photographs could hold a population well into the millions. Why are the cities so vast if the population was only 500,000 in each? Furthermore, the official narrative gives us a population that increases in a linear fashion from 1764. Many of the buildings we see here were built years before the photograph was taken. Did the Russians just plan well in advance? But it's when the population is introduced into these photographs that a new contrast emerges that is staggering. That is, between the people and the environment itself. It may be the reduced population numbers, or it may be the monochromatic starkness of the black and white images, but they present to us something that we've lived amongst our entire lives and never paid any mind to. That is, the enormity and impossibility of the architecture. As we engage with the industry and act of tourism, we journey from place to place and observe, taking it all in, learning, hearing, and being told what we are looking at and how it came to be. And standing in front of a structure like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, we might even exclaim, wow, how did they do this? But the moment, inextricably wrapped up in the busyness of the scene, perhaps prevents us from really asking that question with sincerity. Standing in front of a structure like the Arc de Triomphe while the crowd frantically takes pictures on their smartphones makes it all a reality. And we conclude, before being shoved away by new tourists, well, they had to have done it somehow because I'm here and looking at it. During our indoctrination at school, we are seldom shown old photographs of the grand cities scattered around our flat realm. And perhaps for good reason. Because when we marinate on images like this and are presented with the visual evidence of a very primitive Victorian people dotted around like grasshoppers within the shadows of the most magnificent, grandiose, brilliant architecture a human could ever imagine, we begin to have doubts. Indeed, how did they build this? The Arc de Triomphe is made from 36,695 cube meters of limestone and weighs 95,407 tons, or just over 95 million kilograms. They tell us it took 12 years to build the giant arch in two different periods, between 1806 to 1814, and between
Now remember Tecumseh. Tecumseh War, 1812. Tecumseh Comet. He's talking about some type of reset, and this is where they kind of branch off into the Tartarian. Then it must have been a civilization of grand white people that's been here and stuff. Stop it. This is India Superior. You're in the land of the oppressed. Stop it. If you're in the land of the oppressed, it's because you're allowed to rock in the land of the oppressed. But we know we have high technology. Cities of gold, high technology, all that. So, look at these dates and just keep thinking about that reset around that Tecumseh War and what that Tecumseh dragon was really symbolizing.
1832 to 1836. How did they transport this amount of limestone with the same horse and carts that we see in the photographs? Look closer at the four sculptures that adorn each of its sides. Look at the intricacy of the sculptures and the patterning of the ornamentation that frames the arch. Each section is perfectly repeated without any deviation or inconsistency. The first true power tool was not invented until 60 years after this arch was completed. They tell us this was crafted by hand. Is that even possible? And then there is the ceiling of the arch. Immaculate, 3D sculpted roses, perfect in their geometric symmetry. The nuance of the detail and finesse of each petal and cross-section borders is overwhelming. Look at the rest of Paris during this time. Again, a plethora of unbelievable, gigantic, and magnificent structures. The city's infrastructure glorious, and the people and their means of transport primitive, unsophisticated, and seeming not at all developed to the point of producing a city like this. The roads are improperly paved and uneven. They are dirty and muddy. We also see buildings during this period in which the architecture aligns with the inhabitants. Buildings of misshapen proportions, less developed and refined, charming in their own way, but coarse in their use of wood and plaster. This is exactly the type of architecture we expect of a generation of horse and cart. A generation ignorant to the discoveries in technology that would follow in the years to come. Furthermore, at the time of this photograph, the arch is roughly 40 years old since its completion. Yet can you see how worn some of the parts of the structure are? We see weathering on the stone that suggests the arch is much older. As we approach the late 19th century, we see that the people of Moscow have finally decided to leave their homes and venture out into the streets. The infamous Red Square, now bustling with life. St. Basil's Cathedral and the Spasskaya Tower dominate the frame of the square. The construction of St. Basil's Cathedral began in 1555 and was completed in 1561, a mere 6 years. It suffered a huge fire in 1737 and underwent restoration over a 20-year period. But look at it. What a structure. Almost unreal and like no other. It is composed of thousands of red bricks and tin sheet metal that has been shaped into the distinctive onion domes we see. Look closer at the intricacy of the domes. How did they bend metal to achieve such precision and perfection in the 18th century?
Come on, man.
And again, if they had the skills and dedication to build a wonder such as this, then why are the conditions of the road so poor and covered in mud? We see these incredible structures and buildings everywhere in 19th century photography. We have the wondrous Crystal Palace of London, a monstrous structure with the greatest area of glass ever seen in a building, and all constructed before England had automatic glass manufacturing. We have Westminster Abbey and Parliament. We have the old Euston Arch, constructed out of pure sandstone in 1837, and streets unpaved and full of mud. Why did these people not prioritize the streets they walked upon? The Frauenkirche, the domed masterpiece of Dresden, Germany. Its intricate and opulent splendor in direct contrast with the beat-up wagons and horse-pulled carts of the people below, a people dependent on the bare necessities, a people completely dwarfed by its size and majesty. The Library of Parliament in Ottawa, Canada.
I mean, so you saying, man, these hijacks literally just inherited all this. Not let me back it up. They just hijacked it all this. They just hijacked all this. You know what I mean? They just walked into it. It's almost like, it wasn't like a war they won, or whatever. Something after that, the Kumse War, It was like, nah. Everything got to get reset. And maybe this is when we got the ice on Antarctica's chest bone. Maybe this is when all this other stuff is happening. But it seems like some of these places, especially around Europe, remember it's a more and more wars. So all this ancient stuff, you can connect it with Atlantis, ancient and Maxim, high tech, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all happening here. And this is where Atlantis is popping off. You're going to have high tech. You know what I'm saying? Them high tech people don't look like, the these so-called, Europeans that they want us to believe in these images and stuff like that. They don't want us to know that this is all Naga civilization. Either it's Naga Atlantis civilization or it's Naga Lemuria civilization, you know what I mean? Or it's just Nagaville, you know what I'm saying? But this is ancient Nagaville, man. Just like the Daniel Loflo, they're gonna want to paint their Romani, Roman Jewish, coloration on it, make it a colony of theirs. Nah, this is Nagaville, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? Prester John is the, king of the three Indias, man. So we got all the Asias, and Europe is a part of Asia. So, please know that you're in Nagaville. Couple more minutes, let's go.
Built over a period of 17 years. The first major settlers arrived in 1800, and at the time of construction, the city's population was under 20,000. Would a grand, glorious library really be a priority for settlers? Why does the building look like it's been cropped out of Europe and pasted into Canada? Even at the turn of the century, 40 years before Bosch economized the power tool, we have the old Penn Station in New York. Look at the size of this. Completely mind-blowing proportions. As we can see here in the photograph, each octagonal sculpted pattern.
I mean, come on, you think they built that for a train station, man? Or is it something else? Are they just repurposing the stuff? They don't know what to do with it. They're like, just make that the station. Looks great. You think they put all this engineering into a train station, man? Look at these columns, man. These are just pieces of Atlantis all over the place, man. Pieces of Lemuria all over the place, man. This is Nagaville, man.
Pattern on the arch.
So that's where the whole Indian flow get twisted, because you can't have this and then say that you just some Indians dancing around a teepee. You know what I'm saying? Both stories don't add up, my nigga. Either you high tech or you low tech. You got to choose. You know what I'm saying? Either you just got bow and arrows and never seen any type of weaponry before. You never, a gun. I don't know what that is. Or my nigga, you come from high tech phasers and lasers and phasars. You know what I'm saying? Like you popping off, and this is what the destruction was all about when you got a Mu and Atlantis situation, a dragon on serpent war. You know what I'm saying? Dragon versus the alchemical serpent. And it's still the same frequency war today. You think they built all this for a train station, man? Look at it.
Dome ceiling is larger than one individual human. Look at the gigantic columns and detailed acanthus leaves decorating the tops of each pillar. They tell us this station took 6 years to build. 6 whole years. Yeah, right. Why are we so gullible? Even without access to modern power tools, printable construction pieces, and crane technology, we could not reproduce this today. And more importantly, we don't reproduce this type of architecture today.
Hashtag fact.
The official liars of our world have an umbrella term for this type of architecture that we see in North America. They call it historism. Historism is a term coined to describe a style of architecture that is revival in nature, or in other words, copies the style of another period in time. The grand arches and buildings with giant columns we see are built in the classical or Greco-Roman style, and the cathedrals are built in the Renaissance and Gothic styles of medieval Europe. Components of these particular styles of architecture feature large spires, arched windows, towers, turrets, domes, arcaded arches, sculptures, enormous doors, circular geometric windows, columns, clock faces, and bell towers. Traces of this impossible architecture are literally found everywhere, in every city and across our world today. Some preserved and maintained, like the Parisian Arc de Triomphe and Notre Dame, and others lost and long forgotten to time, like the Euston Arch and the Old Penn Station in New York. We as a people travel miles to take our own photographs of these wonders. But the photographers of the 19th century gift us with something they would never have expected to give a future generation: perspective. We see a primitive people against a backdrop of clearly advanced architectural infrastructure. The official historians of the world tell us tales of Darwinian evolution and progression between time periods. The people that came after were always more advanced in their ways, refining and redefining the methods of the generation that came before. If the height of innovation and industry during the 19th century was still the horse and car as a means of travel, then, as these photographs tell us, this style of architecture was just as impossible for those living in the centuries before it.
Bang.
Anyone with a predisposition for thinking and questioning can immediately sense when looking at these photographs that something is rotten in Denmark, that something is off with the mainstream historical narrative, that something is not adding up. In a panoramic image of San Francisco in 1877, we see a collage of historicist architecture. We see columns adorning the entrances to very regal buildings that stand out like sore thumbs from some of the timber shacks surrounding it. We see Gothic spires and towers in the distance. We see domed cathedrals and buildings. We also see just how sprawling and huge the city has become. In 1846, there were under 500 Mormon settlers living on the area of land in which we now call San Francisco. It was frontier land and ready for the taking. Between 1848 and 1849, with the start of the California gold rush, the population increased from 1,000 people to 25,000 people. 28 years later, this panorama was taken. The population at this time, we are told, was getting close to 200,000. Who in their right mind would believe this story? Does this look like a city of 200,000 people? Without any modern technology, power tools, automatic manufacturing, electric motors. A people in a strange, unfounded land, just making their mark. Do we really believe that a burgeoning people built this entire city in just 30 years? And again, such quietness, such stillness. This is a photograph of an empty city. Where are all the people? The shadow of the post here tells us that it is not the early hours of the morning.
It's like a ghost city, like a ghost town, huh? It's getting interesting, man. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. Because, again, it's all about perspective. And it's like we're given that storyline, yeah, these frontier hijacks. come kill the Indians, poison the Indians, steal their land. They're called frontiermen now. They're invaders, right? So they invade a land. They don't know shit about growing anything. We have to teach them how to grow shit, right? But we have to teach them how to grow stuff. But they building stuff like all that stuff. You know what I mean? So come on, man. You can't say that those hands is the hands that built those magnificent buildings. You can't say that they're the people that brought all this civilization, man. Like they stumbled into a storybook. Well, they created a fairy tale. You know what I mean? And they're the heroes. But they're actually the invaders that stumbling in to like something happened, right? Like an empty city. So what happened in the 1800s, and to me, it all goes back to Tecumseh. So we gotta get back into that HaWah, the connection, Tecumseh connection, because they all got the connection, Dragon Canoe connection, and what this comet symbolized. You know what I mean? And what kind of destruction, what they call reset, happened. Uh, these people really did just come start claiming stuff. They didn't inherit it; they just claimed it. They start claiming castles, claiming royalty, claiming royal lines, you know what I'm saying? Claiming to be you, claiming to be the Rahman. They can never be the Rahmani. They can never wear them garments, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They can never wear them garments, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for surfing the wave. We'll pick up some more of this, man. And if y'all like these wave surfs, we're gonna keep them going, and we got a lot more to get into with the Journey of Coronado, Preston John 71 coming in hot, Cities of Gold coming in hot, my nigga. We are getting on that pick series like we said we would, and I mean that's just the fun we having doing our victory lap. But please don't forget what we do it for. Build our fence, my nigga. Build our wall of protection. Blue, purple, red, white linen, gold, thread. Please click the link to help us build our fence for Joy World, my nigga. Blue, purple, red, white linen, gold, thread. We doing it for Joy World, my nigga. Hey, shalom to the Khans and the entire Khan dynasty. Thank y'all for enjoying this double dismount with a noggin. And just keep surfing the wave, man. And look out for us, man, because we coming in hot. MHOE, most high over everything. Halal HaWah.